Good evening, everybody, and welcome. Totally forgot to actually open up my microphone. Bonsoir, Fifi. Bonsoir, monsieur. Bienvenue. I do hope, well, I'm gonna spread some positivity tonight. Thibaut Guy Biku. Good evening, sir, and welcome. Eddie Coffin. Hello there, sir, and good evening. I hope you're gonna win some points tonight. It's gonna be a hard one, I gotta say. Goal by Library is ahead with 2-0, and Ulyss does have 1-1. So I'm pretty sure both of his teams do want to score this win on their board. Thank you so much, Data Pick here for the follow, sir. Good evening, good evening. Ave Machiavelli, hello there, sir, and welcome. Gervatao, hello, good evening, sir. Bonsoir, monsieur, et bienvenue. Heinig Dave, good morning, sir, and glad to see you over here. Big shout out, by the way, to Heinig Dave for picking up that first promotion. Star Spanky, bună seara, domnule, și bine ai venit. I did also notice Justice, who is gonna join us, by the way, in just a few moments. Is gonna join us on stream to co-cast this game. Free Camper, thank you so much for the 3 months. Good evening, sir, and thank you. Let's see. Also, did I miss something? I don't think I missed anybody. If I did miss, Pizzaro, good evening, sir, and welcome. I hope I didn't miss anybody. What do you think of picking Australia on a land map like Highlands? Outback stations are mad strong. They come a little bit late. That's my initial thought about it. You do get, unfortunately, other civilizations that do increase their tempo. Yes, they're strong, but I'm not that convinced it's a good choice. It can be played. I don't say it cannot be played, but it feels like the bonus do come a bit later in the game. Let's actually see what's going on with Justice over here. Hello there, sir. Good evening, good evening.
Hello, Michael.
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm fantastic, thank you. How about you?
Oh, very nice, very nice. You know, getting how to say, a little bit chillier tonight. It's fine, it's fine. You know, after we had like 30 plus degrees, now we're starting to feel a little bit better. But I guess it is what it is. The solar panels, at least, generate a lot of energy. So, woo, I'm happy about that.
Yeah, it's the same in Germany. Finally bearable temperatures again.
Yeah, exactly, right? Well, it looks like the players are still getting into the lobby here, and I do have to point out, in the first week we did have a big upset between Ulyss and Shakun Porso, I believe, if I remember correctly. Not sure if you saw the how to say, the game report over here, but man, Shakun Porso managed to overwhelm Ulyss very, very late in the game. They were trying to push those turns over there, and it looks like at some point Ulyss just didn't have any more options to get the win going on continents and islands. Wait, no, that's actually a quick one. Oh, sorry, I'm thinking of another game. This was a quicker one. Let me actually put up on the screen what I'm viewing over here. I'm watching on the website the game report. There we go. So Jacum Porsoa on continents and islands, CC turn 74. Jacum Porsoa did push that win through. Okay, yeah, we're gonna need to see how they're gonna do. Good Abend, mein Herr Finarfin, how are you doing tonight? How are you doing? Also, Eddie Coffin is saying that it's much colder in the UK too lately. You'll be amazed to hear it's raining. Okay, that's good, right? Raining, you know, like you get a little bit of water over there. Isn't it always raining in England? I guess that was the pun, right?
That's what they say. Yeah.
That's what they say. Man, oh man. Well, tonight we're gonna have on one side Lege with Hazaggi, Distoria, and Astikos. Actually, sorry, Distoria, I think there are 2 Distorias. Oh no! I think Distoria is actually, or one of the Distorias is Legenden. They switched before everybody got in. So it's gonna be Phyrsos. So it's gonna be Astikos, Phyrsos with Lege and Hazaggi showing up tonight for Team Ulyss. On the other side, we do have Legenden, Elaphantguy, DGS, and Hannibal playing for Gold by Library. Well, let's actually see what's gonna happen over here soon. We did have 4 bans, by the way, already. Coupe, Cyrus, Mubande, and Nadersha got banned. Both Persias got banned. Mubande is the Congo, and of course the other Congo got banned as well, pre-banned. It's the only auto ban in this tournament because it's bugged. And then we do have Coupe, which is, well, on most maps, it's kind of the terror of the maps, I guess. Some would call it. Rafifi, it rains a little, that will help our tomatoes to grow. Yeah, you know, yeah, exactly. Hello there, Senor Testa. Good evening, sir. What do you think about this matchup? What do you think it's gonna happen tonight?
Well, obviously, I'm hoping for a high-class game and some action to be seen. But other than this, I don't know. As you already pointed out, like at least for me, it's a bit surprising that Gold by Library is actually 2-0.
Yeah.
Like because I figured like on paper, like I mean, just to put this into perspective, all the CWC teams are obviously very good, but like on paper, I felt like player-wise, these are a bit on the weaker side, but they show up and deliver. So hopefully we will have a good game.
Well, they are in the same group with Shacum Poursois, Ulyss, and Not Hyena, and it looks like the Bomber GBL is ahead with 2 wins. We do have Shacum Poursois with only 1 win and 1 loss. Ulyss tied for second over there with 1 win, 1 loss, and Night Hyena on 0 and 2. It's I do believe Ulyss definitely wants to get into that how to say into the next stage of the tournament, into the playoffs, so I'm pretty sure they want every win they can get their hands on. Now, I'm not sure exactly, but I think we can actually check who did play in the first one. Let's actually take a look who did play in the first one from Ulyss. And we did have Chuck with Lege, Romrom, and Hazaggi playing for them. So very good players all around. That's, I mean, Shacum Poursois just showed their teeth over here. For their first game in the CWC, they managed to take down one of the giants, one of the most experienced teams in the tournament. Very nice for them.
Yeah, definitely. Also, these guys are pretty unknown internationally, right? So it's amazing to see that such an old game, you have to call Civ like this, still bringing out new players hungry for the wins, right?
234 just followed.
Hello there, Nat Tyler. Good evening, sir. GBL to 0 indeed. Good evening, also a flying toilet. And I do see automation. Hello there, sir. How many games are in the group stage? It's a 5+1, actually. So a total of 6 games. They need to play 2 times against each other. And we're going to need to see if we're going to have extra week for any kind of like, how do you call it, late scheduling or ties and stuff like that. Now it looks like they're putting the team pluses in, and I do have to mention, since Freritos well, kind of on vacation for a week, they did tell us before the tournament, so yeah, they just took off for a week. Now we're gonna need to see how we can catch up on those games before the end of the group stage, or we're gonna have like an extra in the tie week, an extra game over there from them. Well, hopefully we're gonna catch up and we're gonna see how this goes. So map pool choices: Continents and Islands, Inland Sea, Pangea, Seven Seas, and Terra map, or I should say Classic Ridges. Pangea is available for them to pick. There were 2 bans in the maps. That's Highlands and Primordial, if I remember correctly. And we got a message here. Natalia is saying, hello there, sir. Hello there. I'm very new to Civ, so I'm excited to try and learn from watching this. Well, I hope you came to the right place. Also, Linda, good afternoon, ma'am, and welcome. It looks like they did take out immediately 7 Seas. I was a bit surprised about how fast they clicked that button. Pangea is going to be taken down. I do hope Ulyss is not going to go for Continents and Islands. Again, they're already making a little bit. Oh my god, he was AFK. Okay, he's asking if they can restart. Okay, so I guess they're gonna restart. Oh, okay, kick W. It is what it is. Okay, so Continents and Islands immediately got taken. I was surprised because you know, like a lot of players do consider Continents and Islands a bit of an RNG type of map. You don't know exactly how it's gonna go. Carnival timings are extremely important, and whoever gets there first usually does get the win. Okay, so we might see today Inland Sea or Pangea. Okay, Pangea. It is Pangea Classic Ridges. Okay. That means it's gonna be fun. Pangea Classic Ridges. We will see the continents just develop on the world without taking into account those continent splits. And there's a lot of possibilities for them to fight on the land, not so much on the seas. Also, of course, you can actually build a navy and try to go to your opponent on the other side. Not a lot of players tend to settle those cities on the coast. Now we'll see how this goes. A 6-hour game tonight. I think actually Pangea Classic Legends is quite fast as a map. I wouldn't mind, definitely I wouldn't mind the 6-hour game, but I think it's gonna be around like 4 hours, maybe 4 hours and a half.
Not
Or even
necessarily, to be honest. Obviously, people tend to go for like faster setups and like less cities, obviously, but this does not necessarily mean that the game is decided on a fast pace.
Yeah, I agree. We're gonna need to see. The spawns will need to be seen. We're going to need to see the adjacency between them. We're going to need to see what kind of, first of all, what kind of picks they're going to have. But I do expect a lot of civilizations with, like you said, the earlier bonuses, like something towards classical, something towards medieval, and maybe some simmers are going to sneak their way through. It's quite common to actually see civilizations like Cree on this map. How to say, Russia, for example. We've seen a lot of the times, well, the Persians, but they got taken down, which is kind of a meh. I would have loved to actually see some more of those immortals. I wouldn't be surprised if they're gonna go for something like Khmer also over here, and we're waiting for the bans. We do have Wojciech is taken down. Vietnam over here in the first one. Ptolemy immediately got taken down, especially after yesterday's performance of JR. oh man, they're definitely taking Ptolemy in their crosshairs right now. We do have Chandragupta also taken down, and Gran Colombia. Persians got banned already. Yes, they did ban. Okay, French teams have okay, yeah. I mean, they like it, but they also consider it extremely overpowered. So they're taking it down quite quickly. And as the bans over here, I'm just gonna say them again. We do have the 4 pre-bans. Kupet, Cyrus, Moband, and Nader have been taken away from their options. So both Persians, Mobande, the second Congo, and Kupet, of course. There is also an auto ban in the tournament because it is a bug civilization, Congo, the original Congo, Nzinga. Unfortunately, whenever Nzinga gets converted to a religion, well, he gets all of the bonuses of all of the religions in the game. Can you imagine that, man? Oh my god, that's insane.
Well, I mean, to be fair, in a teamless environment, there's usually a maximum 1 religion, so it's not that big of a deal, but yeah.
That's why it took us so long to actually figure it out. This bug was there for like months and months and months, and nobody's seen it.
No one noticed because so I don't know if the auto ban is really justified, but this is obviously on the referees.
There was a lot of upheaval about this. Everybody was talking about Congo banned, Congo, too powerful. Even though, a lot of the players do use Congo in totally different ways. We do have Spain coming up here as the 5th choice as a ban, and one more ban to go for Team Ulyss, it looks like. It's gonna be Age of Steam Victoria. Okay, I mean, they still have Age of Empire, they still have Dido if they want to go for some gold generators over there, even though I still think Dido has been severely nerfed quite some time ago, and it does seem like it doesn't have the same power level as before. Especially, it doesn't even seem to be on par with Age of Empire anymore. Sounds like a Gandhi benefit. Yeah, exactly, right? India has all of the bonuses of the founder. Congo has all of the bonuses of the founder. Gandhi doesn't get every belief in the game, whether he has been converted to a religion or not. Yeah. Also, Congo doesn't actually get to build holy sites, but that's another subject. Okay, so early war bonuses. Tomris, there we go. We got Tomris. Are we gonna see Macedon? Are we gonna see Zulu over here? Both are available options for them.
The traditional answer to Scythia kind of used to be Genghis, I guess. You want to build horses? Sure, let's go ahead, right?
Yeah, give me horses.
Genghis actually been lately picking up some steam again with cursor crossbow timings rather than going for Kha'Zix.
I know. this.
Just utilizing the. Yeah, I mean they are just utilizing it. It's quite a bit faster timing, and you just utilize the diplomatic visibility bonus.
Yeah.
Actually, it's really fun. Genghis is a really fun story, right? Because it's been unchanged for so long, but
Yeah.
it was considered completely OP, and it completely fall flat when people realized, hey, I can actually just build pikemen. and now it's making a comeback because people just preemptively build pikemen, and you answered it preemptively with crossbow spamming. It's actually really fun how the meta evolves itself without any change in the game, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's how it is, right? It takes some time. It takes some time to see how the players start to learn how to react properly to every little bit of change that was done in the games.
Yeah, but there's literally no change. This is
no, I
why
mean in the games seen by other players.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Phyrsos is gonna go for Gorgo. We do have Astikos on Rome. It looks like Legenden is gonna be the second choice from goal by library. I do think Ulyss did pick up two civilizations here that can do quite well, flexible civilizations that can do quite well for most of the game. I'm not that convinced about Tomaris's abilities to actually get the same going for the mid to late game. Yes, incredible power spike at the beginning. You have to play your card right to actually get the sim properly in the mid to late game. Well, I guess you can say that about other civs as well. Gandhi, Congo, Russia, Japan, and Poland. Wait, there are Fifis. You're talking about the bonuses over there. Okay, meta hardly changes because there is no space for experimentation in teamers. The instance you try anything new, you'll get bullied by. I don't think that. That's at least in the French community, and that's one of the beautiful things about the international tournaments, like for example, Premier League or the CWC. This allows the clash of different metas to take place versus the normal teamers that you're gonna see going around in the different communities. So we're gonna have some Russian players that will come up with something new, and they're gonna try it against their opponents. Their opponents will try to defend adapt properly to what's going on there, sometimes for the better, sometimes for the worse. We do have the Civ6 meta that is also quite different than the other ones, and I gotta say a lot of the times I've only heard constructive criticism mostly in the Civ6 community, and I do have to agree that sometimes in other communities you do hear quite a bit of negative feedback instead of trying to be constructive. Now we do have Catherine de Medici coming up here as the fourth pick with another civilization that will get extra damage, and with Scythia over here we'll try to overlook Gorgo and Rome. Now in the active ban phase we do have Cree and Lotaro being taken away as options, and I am actually quite surprised they picked Catherine de Medici over Lotaro or Cree.
Well, Catherine pretty much is just an immovable object, right? And she just has the +3 all game long. She can sim decently enough, especially with the
Yeah.
But also can pretty much strike. Like, she just owns her continent, right? Like, guards are such a strong unit, everyone has to respect that. So it's just a rock solid pick whenever you go for it. So
I agree. It wasn't that favored in the last, I think, a month or something like that. We barely seen her appear in the games, though. I do agree with you. With chateaus are pretty good as an extra bonus to your culture. We do see Catherine de Medici consistently get good games. Well, maybe the players are going for something, experimenting, like we've seen Ave Machiavelli saying over here. Also, Flying Toilet is calling out the pillage economy. Well, we're going to need to see if the pillage economy is going to be real this game or not. Referring to how the players at some point don't actually have an economy. They're actually in negative gold per turn, but they do manage to upkeep themselves because they take their gold with the pillages done in their opponent's empires. Hello there, Medicine. Hello there, sir, and welcome. I do see Montezuma coming up in the nice choice over here as a ban, and there's one more ban remaining for this game, and that's gonna be Japan. Okay. I mean, yeah, sure. We're gonna need to see how Hazaggi is gonna follow this up. I wouldn't be surprised actually for Hazaggi to play something like Gorgo or Rome. I'm pretty sure he likes both. But yeah, well, today, Shaka. Man.
I actually think the ban line from Ulyss is actually telling us that they believe that they are just a better team. Because they're like with all their bans, they're pretty much minimizing cheesy picks.
Okay.
Like, there's the Eagle Warriors, there are the Kree Scouts, Colombia's notorious for the horse rushing. The sneaky backline simmer, they just really trying to streamline the game here, and this is usually what you do if you just believe you are the better team.
Well, we do have a question mark over here. Well, Basil is open, right, for the picking. Hungary is available and got picked over here by Hannibal. We do have DGS, the last member from Gold by Library to choose his civilization, and then Lege is gonna close the draft for Team Ulyss. GBL is the best. We got also a bulb over here coming up with some chance. Yeah, let's go. GBL is the best. Gold buying libraries, well, yeah, why not? If you have enough gold, you gotta do it. Okay, there we go. Javarman the 7th. We actually have a religious civilization in the game. I wouldn't really call Scythia a religious civilization, even though it does have some bonuses towards not only generating faith, but also using that faith into buying units, camp units in particular.
Yeah.
But yeah, not you won't see a holy site Scythia anytime soon.
Yeah, not at all religious.
Yeah.
It's really the same as with Indo. Like you just use the faith for buying a couple of extra units. You pretty much never will see going for religion in a competitive environment.
Talking about cheesy picks, they actually got Canada. Look at that. Lege finished up the draft with Canada. So they have Gorgo and Wilfred Laurier in the same team here with Rome and Chaka. While on the other side, we're going to see Javarman the 7th, Tomanis, Catherine de Medici, and well, that's about it, right? Did I miss anything? Oh, there are 2 Tomanises and Matthias Corvinus. I was thinking, like I stated, 3 was the 4th.
Wait, with the current BCI settings, Canada is supposed to get the 3-1 base, not a 3-2, right?
It doesn't change the Canada spawn.
Yeah, so
it's only changed Grassland and Plains.
Okay, so yeah, it's a quote-unquote normal 3-1 base for him then, yeah.
Yeah. And there were some talks about also Ptolemy or anybody that actually gets some extra bonuses from the resources, and they decided, well, to not give them. So it is what it is. Not give the extra production on top of everything else. I mean.
Yeah, I've already seen a lot of talk about Russia really falling down the priority due to that, right?
Yeah, Russia was kind of on a downward slope for some time now. To be honest, I don't think it's BCY that killed it, but I do like the discussions that's going on between the players in the player chat in the CWC server or in the ambassador chat when they're trying to figure out exactly what to do, how to change, how to interact a little bit more with the devs so they can help them out to improve the quality of the games, and the spawners and so on. So that's good. Hannibal is also calling out a good point over here. There may not be a lot of Tundra on this map, I do agree. Also, Hombre de Guerra, hello there, sir. Good evening.
Just followed.
Yeah, on Pangea Classic Tundra Civs always have their problems. There's usually not much Tundra, and they're also usually pretty exposed to aggression. So I don't know.
I think that's actually a bigger problem for Canada than it would be for oh my god, what is this map? That it would be for how to say Russia. And saying that, we actually will talk about Canada first, or is there somebody here? Oh, there is somebody here. It's France. Man, you called it. He has his own continent. But it's gonna be so far away from everybody. He's just gonna sit here. Anyway, let's actually put up quickly the prediction over here on the screen. How many remaps? 0, 1, 2, and we're gonna get this going. Worst spawn ever. I wouldn't call it worst spawn ever, to be honest. Like he has a decent amount of land to go and settle, and we're going to need to see if he's gonna get his sim done. We've seen worse, a lot worse, to be honest. It looks like also over here he's gonna have some salt mines to improve. He's probably just gonna settle in place because why not? I do see he has tutus around his cities to make good use of, and of course I'm pretty sure he's not gonna get to stay away from the coast, so he's gonna want to get that
salty about the stream.
Oh, what?
He can be salty about the spawn.
Yeah, he can be salty on the spawn. Yeah, he has salt. It's fine. He already has it. Kelly Mono also, good evening, sir. Mama Leto, good evening. And yes, this I just noticed this. This is so weird, by the way. The edge of the map is just... Oh my god.
This is what Pangaea does. It just cuts off the land.
Yeah, exactly. You drop off a cliff or something at some point. But anyway, let's see. Canada is gonna move actually for his ship tile over here to the southeast. Looks like he's gonna get the iron in the second ring. I do see he has a decent amount of fresh water from this lake and from 2 rivers. To the east side, he's actually gonna have Caguana as well. He has an ally to the south, so this is basically like free sim heaven over here for Lege. Nobody's gonna get to bother him for a long time in the game. Not a single camp for Canada. That's a good point. He does not have camps over here. That's a pretty good... he has one. Look, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, but they're all very far away from the capital where he actually wants to place them. It is what it is. We do have Sparta also with Pamukkale to the north. I do see he's getting a scout out in 3, and by the looks of it, we'll see quite a few cities being settled over here to the southwest, benefiting from the fresh water. I wouldn't be surprised if he's gonna try to go coastal, and well, if he goes from the west side, I'm pretty sure Catherine de Medici at some point will want to bonk against those cities, so he wants to take them because he wants to take them. He did have... Okay, never mind. He actually did not move on the incense tile. He's gonna get the 2-2, and so much incense, man. What is going on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 incense tiles. Whoa. Actually 12 with this one. And 13 with this one. 13 incense tiles, and he's on the same continent with some honey tiles, some salt mines. Oh, another incense tile. Okay. Oh my god, man, so much incense. Is he gonna go plantations pantheon here, the goddess of festivals? Yeah, we'll see. Pretty sad Torres over here next to Astikos. He's also... Oh my god, there are actually 3 players so close to each other. Who's gonna be the unlucky one that's on the other side? It's gonna be Phyrsos with Shaka between 4 players. Where is he? Where is he? Somewhere around...
one of the story who is chapter 2, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, I see. Phyrsos is over here. Okay. I mean, he's tucked in a corner.
He's definitely happy to be alone.
I mean, he's just gonna IRL everybody, right? He's gonna try to IRL everybody with Zulu. Maybe even... Yeah, Zulu does what Zulu does. Now we do have Rome with a possible second on the honey tile over there to the west side. The 4-2, 4-3 tiles to actually acquire. He's going to need to spend that gold, but it's going to be fine. Decent amount of fresh water on the east, to the south as well. Rivers, unfortunately, south of those rivers, you don't actually see a lot of production. No hills, barely any forest to actually get anything done. Some campuses next to the mountains are pretty good to actually benefit from the +6s, +5s, and I do see he's going to have actually 3 +6s. Oh my god, okay. I mean, we don't see this that often, by the way. It is what it is. Looking at the Scythia spawn, I do see Hannibal does benefit from quite a few pastures to put up those kurgans. He does have in the south just 1 city to place before he's gonna end up in the tundra, and decent amount of fresh water to the southwest, south, and north. I wouldn't be surprised if he's gonna settle at least a city to the east side, but I don't see him actually sprawling that much over there in the east because he's gonna want to be closer to the mountains. Well, I do have to say something. He they don't have the ability to settle coast and get those coastal trade routes between them for the extra gold. We might actually see something like this on Hazaggi with Canada on the coast over here on the west side, or even Rome can come up over here to the north to trade with Gorgo. And this is gonna matter quite a bit in the next part of the game, especially in the medieval to after the mid game to the late game. It's gonna matter quite a bit. Also, Seb, good evening, sir. What's the blue with red dot? What's the blue with red dot? Blue with red dot. This? No, this is not it. What are you seeing? Blue with red dot.
I think he's talking about the military city-state close to Black Queen in the south. But it's at least this bluish. Yeah, Valletta.
Oh, okay. Well, that's an easy city-state for him to take over.
Yeah, that's obviously not another player. Is what
yeah. Let's see Khmer over here. What's happening with Khmer? I do have to say that they're thinking so much about this. Who didn't? Legenden and Elaphantguy for some reason did not ready up. Everybody did. They didn't actually ready up. They took so long to actually consider everything. Okay. Yeah, we do have Angorton coming up with his 2-2 base to the east side. Gonna have some mountains in the southland mountains. That's a lot of rivers for him to actually benefit from the extra food and the adjacency towards his holy sites. And we do see him pumping out scouts so he can figure out how the land looks like. Now I'm pretty sure they're gonna figure out Paris is very far away on another island over here, or peninsula. I guess it's more peninsula as a definition. And he's not gonna be that happy about it, but I guess we're going to need to see if they're actually gonna want to keep him or not over here in an island just far away from everybody. Is that what do you think? Do you want Catherine de Medici on the front line to fight somebody, or do you believe in its seeming abilities to counter the Simmers or something like Canada on the other side?
Well, this is part of just a walk solid pick. She doesn't care at all. She can play naval, she can eval, she can zim, it doesn't matter. You really don't need to remap ever for Civ, in my opinion.
For Catherine de Medici. Remember the days when we actually called Catherine de Medici has a good spawn bias? Almost like at least like 8 out of 10 times you would see very good spawns, good mountains, breathtaking appeal as much as possible on Catherine de Medici. It looks like with the additional civilizations that we got into the game, the spawns did get a little bit less better, I guess. Demons, good evening, sir. Also Thandorios, hello there, sir. France alone on the small continent? Yes, exactly. Is 7C popular for multiplayer? It's my personal favorite. Yes, it is actually quite popular, Antares. That is correct, sir. Injustice? Yes, we do have Justice today as well. 2 more Civs to go here, and I do see the players are starting to take these turns down. We do have Phyrsos with Ulundi benefiting from Lake Redbow on the west side. He does have a few of these 2-2s, and I do notice he's probably going to prefer to stay on the rivers. South, good settle on the sugar tile. I wouldn't actually see him settle coastally, and he's going to get closer to Hungary. This might be actually the first conflict in the game between Elaphantguy and Zulu, because it does feel like Khmer is a bit too far away to actually interact. Yeah, looks like the adjacency, it's there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 tiles, 13 tiles, cap to cap.
I'm just wondering why he didn't go for T-settle, but whatever.
He didn't go for what? Sorry?
Yeah, just was wondering about Hungary not going for T-settle.
Oh, right. He probably was afraid of the 2-2 or something, but I think you should get it on. I think you get it on the 2-2 anyway. But anyway, looks like he's popping out a settler in 3, and I do see he's gonna get another city over here to the northwest, probably another one to the north, and Legenden just found a relic. Legenden just found a relic. Catherine de Medici just found a relic. You see, the Civilization 6 gods just thought, you know, Catherine de Medici, it's all alone. She needs a relic. And he got it. There we go. He got it. He got the relic. Legenden isolated map position is horrible. Yeah, you know what I'm asking right now in my mind is Elaphantguy gonna start complaining already that he's gonna where he's gonna find out about Zulu? Is he gonna start complaining that he's gonna need to fight Zulu for the remainder of the game? Oh no, guys, get me out, get me out. It is what it is.
Yeah, I agree with Toilet. Like Lege obviously has a pretty bad spawn. I think others are happy enough what they see. Like in Canada, it's actually much more important to. Ooh, is this actually maybe even Idol's angle for Lege? Oh, we will see. I feel like in Canada, if you're playing for culture, being free sim is much more important than having very good heals early on.
Yep.
So yeah, I kind of had to agree with the spawns of GBL by themselves are kind of solid, especially Khmer's insane holy sets adjacency and expands. But
Yeah, but wait, the flying toilet is kind of saying the map position is horrible for GBL. You're saying it's solid. What are you talking about, Ulyss?
no, I'm saying the yields, if you just look at the Civ6 for themselves,
Yeah.
GBL can be happy enough, but
Yeah,
they
it's all good for them.
probably dislike their position, yeah.
So, yeah, there we go. First meet of the day, Hungary and Zulu did just get an encounter of the third kind over here. We do have him buying out the scout. And Momiko, thank you so much. 25 months. Hello there, sir. This was Ulyss's vision, so let's quickly take a look at the GPL's vision. Do they see this? Okay, they start to see a little bit of loyalty here. They are kind of, well, they know they're clumped up together on the eastern side, and yeah, there we go. They just found out about France's position on an island very far away from everybody else. Scythia far away from any fighting. Yes and no. Yes, he's not gonna get to fight at the beginning of the game, but we might actually see him fight a little bit later with Rome. We'll see.
Yeah, but this is not really what you pick Scythia for, right? You either want to have a neighbor you can spam Sakian, or you want to zim up for tanks.
I agree.
Scythia is pretty bad in the mid game. Like,
one thing that comes to mind over here, you kind of take the risk when you pick Scythia for this for something like this to happen, and that's what I was pointing out, that it's relatively hard to actually get the sim going properly with it for the mid to late game.
Honestly, it's fine enough. Like, especially on a spawn like this, where you got like 2 sheeps and a horse. Kogans are a very, very strong improvement.
They are. Oh, there we go. GBL just got to use their token.
Yeah. Also, generally speaking, in teams, every improvement that gives you early GPT is really worth a lot. So, like, and Kogan obviously gives you a 3 gold, I think it is. So this is what it just makes it very valuable in teams. And you obviously have the high roll potential. Like if you get a couple of sheep or a couple of horses, or even cattle, you just put the Kogans pretty much everywhere where there's more than 2 pages, and it's a very good tile to work.
Yeah, I agree. This particular tile, though, it was an iron tile, so I'm pretty sure he would have just changed it with an iron mine a little bit later in the game. It is what it is. But anyway, we're gonna have the loading of a new map in just a few seconds, and we're gonna see what this ends up on. I don't want to put also the team labels on the screen. I think it was Ulyss left, and then on the right side we did have GBL, or did I? Let me actually wait for the loading. Canada got spawn incoming. We got Senior Test over here giving us a bit of a prediction. Is that gonna happen? I don't know. Still 1, 2, 3. Did they use a remap token? Yes, one. A gold byte library used the remap token. Hey, it's a whale map. Look at that. We got a whale flapping its tail over here. KW.
Blinking in the ocean.
What's blinking in the ocean? I don't know.
Yeah, the secret Cooper.
This is the secret coupe. Oh my god. Anyway, let's actually see where Canada is. Canada is in the in the southwest. He will have so much more tundra this time. So much more. Oh my god. And protection with mountains to the north. No opponent to speak of. No, there is actually Scythia. There's Hannibal over here. Not the best of spawns for Hannibal, but yeah, it is what it is. We do see Lege is also going to be benefiting from some coast over here to the south. Unfortunately, not a lot of resources. I only see 3 fish tiles over here.
Only 3. Yesterday you were trying to sell me that Indo with 2 fish is completely fine.
But it's Indo, but it wasn't. Wait, it didn't have 2 fish. It had like 6 or something like that, and some crabs as well. Don't minimize what I said. I know what I said.
No,
And,
it was 2 in the cap.
It's still too short. 2 in the cap. That's 2 extra protection, bro. Kind of the sea. Come on, man. What do you mean?
Whatever.
Anyway, we do have Canada over here on the coast with those copper tiles. It looks like he is going to get possibilities to settle all of these freshwater rivers. This time he has camps. Are you happy? Everybody's happy? We got 3 camps over here. Deers. There we go. We got possibilities for him to get his Temple of Artemis. We also have a spice tile. We got some diamonds over there, and by the looks of it, a decent amount of mountains for later game. This is actually pretty good land from the beginning, from the start, like in terms of appeal over here. We got so much good appeal at the beginning. Very nice. On the west side we do have actually Hannibal, and this is what I was worried. I didn't see the yields over there for the horses, but you do see he has 3 horses in the capital with a reef fish, and a pretty good settle to the north as well on the cliffs of Dover. He can just settle on the cliffs of Dover, benefit from the spice tiles and other 2-2s around it. Does also have a spawn to the southeast. That's all exactly where that hut is, and these Hattanians actually knew what they're doing over here.
Cliffs of Dover is not in the direction of Canada, so...
It's not. That's a pretty good question. Is he gonna find Canada before he's getting his second settle out, or is he gonna find Cliffs of Dover? Where is he gonna scout? You know, east, south, north. My initial worry about the spawn is that he's not gonna have enough hills. That's what I saw in the Fog of War. But now with out the Fog of War, I do see he has 3 horses, so he's gonna be more than fine with this. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah,
what he needs.
Honestly, Triple House long can be considered a god spawn because honestly, if he even gets Craftsman,
Yeah.
even the added phase is so good for Scythia as well. Like this is really just what you want, Scythia. Just get the guy Triple House, and everything else doesn't matter.
Kokosu, good evening, sir. All triangle, hello there, sir. Maybe just small mammals then. Tardigrade is honorary mammal since we call it water bear, and small bears are cute. Okay. Is there like a rule of thumb for how to scout best? I always circle around and don't go straight in one direction. I wouldn't actually say it's a rule of thumb of how to scout. I would say you have to be careful with scouting and escorting your settlers, and to get vision for for those scouts ahead of you. So yeah.
Well, I kind of have a rule for that.
Okay.
It obviously depends how much units you have, but like given that you play FFA and have a 3-1 base, you're likely to just go 1 scout opening.
Yeah.
And what you pretty much do then is you kind of circle until you find like 2 good expands, and then you can move upward. So it's not necessarily about X turn, but until you found the expanse you want to have. So a decent base with like at least 2 workable tiles. If you found that, you can go wherever you want.
Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense.
This should obviously be your main priority. You kind of need to circle until you find your expanse. Then you can move out and try to find huts and city-states.
But you don't really circle, do you? Because you have 2 units. You have the warrior and you have the scout. When the warrior is going one direction, the scout is going in the other direction. You don't really circle. The third scout might actually circle. But anyway, let's come back to the game because
Yeah.
we'll see how the players are actually going to try to get their vision going, and we have an extra subject to talk about. Rome in the north, Astikos is actually going to be on the coast over here with the culture. He's going to get an extra culture point over the free monuments. And to see he has multiple settles to go for in this coastal setup, and he has Zulu to trade with in the southeast. That's actually going to be quite good for their economy. I'm not that convinced Zulu over here is going to go for commercials. We're going to need to see. We do have Rome also starting to scout to the south, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna figure out where his opponents are. He's kind of far away from Scythia to actually affect the warfare between him and Canada, but that can be done, especially if he's gonna want to settle over here so far away towards Auckland. On Zulu, we do have him between the mountains. Looks like he's gonna get +3 campus over there, easy peasy. 1+3 in the capital as well. He's gonna have this river for the fresh water, and I gotta say this is a much weaker spawn than we've seen the last time. A lot less chops over here for him. He has France. Same continent France, oh my god, same continent France. Look at that. Actually, Paris is on the tip of the continent here, and his opponent Phyrsos is gonna be on his own continent for the +5 of the Guard Imperials to activate. I did also see Gorgo. Hello there, sir, and thank you so much for the follow. Gorgo could be in trouble if Astikos finds Auckland. Yeah, Astikos is gonna be happy, very happy. Auckland with Wales. Ixtapa also, good evening, sir. Why are you saying Gorgo is in trouble? Gorgo is in trouble. Hazaggi to the north. We got Paris in the south. Okay. I mean, this might be turn out into a 2v1. I'm not sure who's in trouble here, honestly. Is it Legenden or is it one of these two? Zulu, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't call it that bad, but it's not that great either. Where is his other two twos? Did he move? Did he move? No, I don't think he moved. I think he just
It's not
settled in place.
possible to move.
Yeah, I don't think he moved.
Turn 1 settlement, you cannot spawn on a horse. You're guaranteed to spawn on with fresh water, so yeah, it's definitely in place. Just extremely unlucky spawn.
Yeah, well,
Like honestly, to be fair, I don't even know how BBS selected that. Like there's one single. Well, yeah, okay, whatever.
one banana. One banana.
Yeah, I
He's
guess
working
BBS
banana.
kind of says 3 bananas are good enough to make the spawn playable, but
Yeah. I have no idea why they're taking so long, by the way. This is kind of unusual. But anyway, we do have Legenden coming up here with Paris. He's also not going to have the greatest spawn of them all. But at least he's going to have an extra 2-2 to work over there. Other than his capital center, he does have mountains to go for the north, mountains to go for the south. Dice style to actually settle in the north over there so he can get the faith generated going. That's going to be good with 2 faith per turn from the beginning. You get that faster pantheon. I also notice he can settle to the southeast another one of these amenities, the gypsum tile, and the big question is he actually gonna go west side here? Because honestly the land just doesn't incentivize him at all to do that. Looks like northeast, east, south is just much better than the west, and that's exactly where Zulu is. I gotta say, in the middle of the map it doesn't look like either of them do have good spawns. We do have Hazaggi over here in the north with a 2-1 base. He does have an ivory tile over there. Okay, very nice. I do see he's gonna benefit from another sheep tile, and again we do see this same thing happening. And this is one of the things that does happen with BBS. If one spawn is kind of meh, all spawns will kind of be meh, because it generates an average of all of the game. So yeah, it is what it is. A much slower development here. I guess one of the big questions that we're gonna have to answer is Ulyss gonna want to use the remap token here?
Probably, but this I don't think this spawn is at all comparable to Zulu spawn. Like he spawned probably on the 1-2 on the woods, and he decided to move on the while like he had 3-4 yield tiles in the first wing. That's completely fine. That's up to his decision. Zulu doesn't have any tiles at all.
Yeah, that is true. Okay, we do have Sparta coming up with the scouts, and he's gonna start scouting to the south with his warrior. I'm pretty sure the second scout will probably go north over here, and he does have Chocolate Hills to discover to the northeast and maybe settle a little bit later in the game. Past the Chocolate Hills and the mountains, we do have the city of Buda on geothermal with a 2-1 base. Looks like it's
The Hungary dream. What is this?
Exactly, the Hungary dream. He has 4 tiles for the pull of the Danube bonus. He has multiple settles that he could go on the rivers. Unfortunately, if he actually wants to go on the other river, he's gonna put that on the other side, but it's fine. He has an ally to the south, so he doesn't actually need to worry about it. Now, looks like we will see Hungary, a more defensive Hungary, and I guess Elaphantguy is gonna be happy about this. He's not gonna get to war with his units. He's just gonna use the city-states units to attack somebody. Now, we do have him pumping out a scout over here from Buda, and I do see him going to breach the fog of war towards the south, towards Khmer. Now, Khmer actually does have, again, we see the same thing, 1-3 deer tile, 1-3 over there, a 2-2 base underneath, a fortress for a settler, and I guess it's much faster actually than Zulu spawn over here. Man, they spend so much gold to get this going, by the way. Easy peasy, 25 plus 35 gold being spent over here. Or maybe, did he grow into the banana? Maybe he grew into the banana and just straight up bought 1-3. Did Rome settle coastal? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And so they can trade. They can actually get trade routes between 3 nations over here in the northern side, while it does look like there can be some setups on the eastern side, on the eastern coast between Hungary and Khmer. Khmer does have a decent amount of rivers to get his holy sites going and get the face generation going. I do see a lot of mountains, but I think it's enough for him to get some extra adjacency towards campuses. And this second spawn over here to the southwest on the right side, it does seem quite good.
Can you quickly check if Buddha is on a hill or not?
Buddha is on a hill. Yes. Yes. It's definitely a hill. I don't see it, but it's...
It's below the post in the harbor.
Oh my god. I can't see it. No, it says plains.
No, it's plains. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so toilet is actually right. Yeah, so looks like the 2-2 gets applied even though it has a bonus resource. Yeah. So
that's not a bonus resource. That's the... this was something that you do get anyway. This was designed.
Yeah, but like in the intention of guaranteeing a 2-2 base is obviously if you have a bonus resource anyway, which in this case is science, which like if for example if this would be a Mercury settle, you would get a 2-1 base because the game tells you, okay, you got a science,
you get
right?
a 2-2.
You get a 2-1 anyway?
Yes.
But this is then just maximum yields.
No, it's not.
Not standard, no?
Hello there, Big Z. Good evening, sir, and thank you so much for the sub. Much appreciated. Geothermal setter. Yes, indeed. The Fisher. It is what it is. Is not what it's supposed to be. No, it was supposed to have the science. You'd be supposed that was what we asked to actually have the extra benefits. It's the other civilizations that do have like the fringe ones, Canada and Ptolemaic and so on, that would be a bit too powerful with that. And Linda is also pointing out about a bug that was called out. The players did move and moved on something that wasn't discovered, like horses, horses, but that would be quickly fixed. Or niter was a bit of a problem, coal and so on, when you didn't get that extra bonus of production. Now, why they call it balanced then? They don't call it balanced. It's actually better city yields. It's not balanced. They call it balanced. It's what they call it is better, how to say, balanced game, right? That's the definition of the mod. Better balanced starts. That's the definition of the mod. That's the name of the mod. And balanced, it's because everybody does get the 2-2. instead of some people get a 2-2. I mean, I guess we can talk about a lot of times about this. Does it matter or does it not in this game? No, it doesn't. Let's actually take a look with Scythia over here, coming up with his settler, moving to improve his horses as well. I do see him moving to the north, so he did scout the north, did not scout the south. By looks of it, Hannibal is going to be unaware that he actually has Canada for some time, and he's not going to forward settle him. There we go. He chose east and north, and now he's sending a scout to the south. Triple horse, yes. Why did Scythia move? Yeah, that's a pretty good question over there. Why did Scythia move off the coast? He was worried probably that he doesn't have a lot of hills to work. And he didn't know that he has so many horses to improve. My 2 cents on it. They used it because the word was already in MPH and they didn't want to change that. That's actually a bit weird, because it should be called standard and not balanced. That was how they advertised it to us, right? That's, I think, what was in the announcement. But anyway, at this point, let's actually see what's going on with the remap votes. We do have Ulyss definitely thinking about this. There's only one remap token available. Gold by Library did choose to remap the first one, and the big question is, will they say okay to this one? We've seen them play weaker spawns before, so no, this time they're not gonna take a chance. Okay, they're not going to take a chance. A new map is going to be generated soon. We did have Phyrsos actually for settling France over here on the east side.
Also look at the Zulu expand, like also not this is like, honestly, for Phyrsos this map is completely unplayable. Like, it's not even close.
Okay. It's hard. I wouldn't say completely unplayable, it's hard.
Well, yeah, I mean, you
let's
can
not spread
always
some,
make an argument that you can play XYZ and oh yeah, you just will have lower tempo. But the thing in competitive multiplayer is, like, when you're forced to work three yield tiles all the time, you effectively have 25% less resources than your opponent. And when your opponent has 25% resources than you, he will just kill you no matter what the Civ you play. No matter how good you are, you will just lose out. That's just the...
I disagree with no matter, but okay, sure. I've seen quite a few games, and I've seen players play these weak spawns, and I've seen them conquer their opponents. And so on. So,
of course,
let's agree to disagree on this, because there are cases and cases. Let's not generalize.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Obviously, I do assume that on this level, we see in CWC,
okay,
everyone is good enough to make use of 25% more.
Okay, sure. That's a big assumption.
Yes, it is. So I guess this is just my opinion. Like, this is obviously not just facts or anything. Like, I would expect
it's an opinion.
this. It's just my
yes.
opinion. Yeah.
Yeah. Natro, good evening, sir. Also, the Maniac needed to work a fish, no 3-2s, no locks, less for sure, completely. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He needed everything. Anyway, this is the map, right? There's not going to be any other remap unless we're actually going to see some form of technical, which I don't think we're actually going to have. Let's actually take a look on the west side. We do have Phyrsos coming up with the Zulu spawn. To the south is actually going to have France again. A big matchup between Zulu and France. This time is same continent. Yes, same continent. So same continent last time, same continent this time. We do have Greece also to the northeast. So again, 2 versus 1 over here possible. Anyway, yeah, we do need to actually take a look a little bit more in depth on their spawns and see how things will develop over here in time. Take a look at their strategic resources and how they will use it. Prepare, guys, 10 minutes for Gold by Library to actually think about their spawns. Let's actually finish the prediction over here and let's see how this goes. Choose outcome, 2 remaps. Actually, whoa, somebody's gonna get a lot of points. It is what it is. When two players have equal skill, the one that has the much better spawn has a huge advantage. Yes, the trouble is how do you count equal skill over there? It's extremely subjective, and it doesn't work all of the times, and that's why it's a big assumption to actually call that out and generalize. That's what I want to stay away from. Let's not generalize, because players will and viewers will take it at face value, what you say is the truth, and instead of thinking, they're just gonna start realizing, oh my god, no, this is unplayable. There are ways to make it playable. We do have Phyrsos coming up here with the scouting 3. Looks like he's gonna get his 2-2 base. He does have other 2-2s over here to the east side, and possible settle in 2 possible settles actually in the south. I don't think he actually needs to worry about the western coast, so he can get some coastals as well. The freshwater is available for him in the north and in the south. That's going to put him a bit too close to France for comfort. Well, we're going to need to see what Phyrsos is going to do about France. We do have them both actually with a good timing when it comes to the medieval era. Corsas versus Impies, probably not going to be the best matchup, but we'll see, especially for the Corsas. Probably that extra damage from the Diplo visibility will be added bonuses. That's why we played him. Our response about how can a lot of positioning much more important in the end. There we go. Bulb has some extra info on this. There is no same level. Each player has their own playstyle. That's another point. Good point, Talks Daniel. Yes, sir. Still, this is very hard. You can assume players are somewhat on the same level. You can't really assume that. They're very good, but they're not at the same level. They're not always at the same level. And it's that's why we're playing the Civ World Cup, to actually figure out exactly who's higher and who's lower and who's higher and who's lower. It's hard to say beforehand and assume always perfect play. We do have to also take a look at the strategics here. Iron in the second ring of Ulundi. We do have horses coming up in the third ring, and I do see he's going to have the mountains to the northeast to get some campuses going. We do need to see the spawn of Catherine de Medici here in the south, 2-2 base underneath Paris. We do have a scout coming up in 3, and it does look like the land is kind of forcing him to go to the east side to expand east and south. Maybe a little bit north though. We're going to need to see if he's going to want to follow settle Zulu. That's a statement. That is a statement. Legenden is gonna have to war his opponent here. We do see him with Iron in the third ring over here to the west side. I do also notice he doesn't have horses. Oh no, he's staying on horses with his warrior. That's why I didn't see them. Okay, never mind. He's third ring out for the horse resource as well. Looking at the lands over here, it's not great either. Probably another another settle over here, probably another settle over here, and of course if he actually wants to go to the north, he's gonna need to follow settle Zulu, which is not gonna be ideal. Now we do have him with 2 city states in the south, Zanzibar and Samarkand. Samarkand actually can be quite good for his as an extra city. He does have a 2-2 base of his own, and by the looks of it, fresh water from a river, good resources, and how to say, tiles around it. Now let's move forward. What do we have here? Angor Tom coming up with DGS 2-2-1. There we go on the geothermal. He does have other 2-2s around him, and by the looks of it, he's also going to have the spawn on the base tile to the southwest. I do also notice to the northeast, pretty good settle on the cattle tile. That's actually much better than the maze tile I spoken earlier on the southwest. And I do notice he is going to have Laventa as a religious city-state to the north. Quite good for him to get those extra points of faith from his shrines and temples. Now we do have him with iron tile to the southeast. I do notice his horses are gonna be 3 tiles out, a bit expensive, but it's fine. And since he's gonna have Gorgo to the northwest, he's gonna need to prepare some form of defense over here, some form of a line to defend against Greece. We do have Rome on the coast though, and Astikos is to the northeast. He's gonna have Gobustan as a possible second settle. I do think he actually, no, he didn't meet it yet. He didn't meet it yet, I should say. Yeah, he's gonna need to start scouting. Wait, he didn't actually go scouts. He's going builder first here, so he didn't get a second scout at all. He doesn't know where he is. Oh man, I guess this is one of those cases where, you know, it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. I'm gonna I'm gonna be greedy about my spawn. 2 Tango, hello there, sir. Kelimono, there's still no space to expand. Canada has such much more tempo earlier in the season. It looks no threat. Well, we'll see. We'll see what Canada is gonna do. Not a lot of tundra to develop, though. Not a lot of tundra. I think he low rolled, honestly, this one. He does have a deer tile in the capital, but anyway, we're gonna come back to Canada a little bit later. Astikos here is gonna pop a hut there, and I'm really curious if they're gonna put 60 gold on that side, on their spawns over there to get going. Is this a CWC qualifier? So we're already in the CWC, guys. So this is season 8 of the CWCs. We're in the group stages, and we do have Ulyss going against Gold by Library in the 3rd week. You can check out I would say all of the details on the CWC website, Civ6worldcup.com. Even worth than expected, you mean? Well, it's not a culture victory spawn. Yeah, no, it's not. Oh my god, and we do have Hungary over here. I think Hungary will be hungry. We'll see. Astikos is gonna start improving his ship tiles. He does have both strategic resources next to him, the iron tile and the horse tile in the 2nd ring, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna try to increase his tempo so he can get more production, more food, get these settlers faster, and try to make up for the time he spent on the builder. Now we do have him with decent available land. I wouldn't say this is all good land though to expand in. Like Gobustan to the southwest, maybe. We do have one on the citrus tile that he's gonna need to put some gold in because he doesn't have any other tutor around him. Good mountains in the north, but bad tiles to work. East side, again, he's gonna be forced to do some shenanigans over here to get everything going. One good thing about this is he's kind of far away from everybody. He can pull off a Monasticos, no problems. He can defend against the Khmer for the mid game. That's not a problem. Again, probably Hazaggi is gonna try to join to the southeast as well with a few cities. Now that's where Hazaggi's rivers are going towards, and to the north he could set up coastal trade routes between him and Hazaggi, or he can even trade with Canada, very very far away in the south over there. I want the Rome to preserve a strat that wonder. Okay, we'll see if he's gonna preserve strat. I wouldn't, honestly, I'm expecting anything from Astikos. So let's see if he's gonna want to preserve it, or he's gonna want to get some holy sites done or something. We're gonna need to see how he's gonna try to play this out. He will not be on the defensive. Oh, is this the final map? This is the final map. Yes, this is the final map. Scythia. Southeast, Mount Roraima, Scythia. Okay. I mean, again, not very close to anybody over here. The Rome is to the west side. It's gonna take a while to actually get there, and by the looks of it, he is moving to the north with his settler. He has a second one here in Pokrovka, and do see he's gonna need 6 turns to go. We do have also Prokofka benefiting from iron in the 3rd ring to the west side, and I do not see horses again. Yeah, I mean, this time actually there are no horses. It's not just me not seeing them. There are no horses over here for Scythia. He has some sheep tiles, he has some cattle tiles where he could next to put the kurgans, but the rainforest is actually blocking those tiles. That's a bit unfortunate. Well, it is what it is. 3 to banana to get the extra food going, and I do see some mountains to the southeast. Good fresh water from the north to the south to the west to the east. Everywhere he sees, he has fresh water to actually expand in. You can't say the same about Rome, for example. Oh my god, Habub just struck the Vatican units. It is what it is. They were struck down for their insolence. We do have Elaphantguy coming up in Bura. Looks like he's getting a settler in to move in this turn. Now, he did meet Canada. He did meet. Yeah, there we go. We got the meetup over here. Canada just figured out that he's gonna have quite a bit of a problem during the game to actually get everything going. He's starting to improve his tiles, getting those deer tiles for the extra bonuses. I do see he's sending his initial settler on the east side to probably put it on the oil tile. I wouldn't be surprised if he's gonna go harbors over here. And we do need to see what kind of war he will have against Hungary, and how hungry is going to be Hungary for those cities.
You might actually kill Mohenjo with galleys.
Yeah.
And have the best CS ever.
I mean, it's an extra city, man.
Yeah, I
Good
mean,
harbor.
it can have a harbor, yeah.
Yeah, good harbor. I mean, look, god of the sea, right?
God of the sea, Canada, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it is what it is. Did he actually? I don't think he moved over here. I know what the stream was saying that Pokrovka might actually have horses underneath that settle. I don't think he moved. But I guess we'll see later on in the game if he's gonna start acquiring horses. Because I don't see horses anywhere. It should be guaranteed strats, and there's no other tile where that horse might be. Yes, we'll see. A harbor and mausoleum. Yeah. By the way, on Hungary, we did have iron in the north, in the second ring. I do see his horses are going to be fourth ring out on the east side. Looks like he did move. And we do see him already sending a settler over there on the May style. He's going to be fine with that. More horses in the north of that upcoming settle. And as you can see, he's going for the maze. Now, we do have him trying to figure out exactly what to do here. Elaphantguy might actually go. Oh my god, he's going to shift enter across. And but it's fine. It's fine, actually. Next turn, we will see Lege settle. There's no nothing to stop him from settling here. It's all good. It's all good. That's also gonna block the city of block the movement of Hungary. It's fine. Ottawa does benefit from iron on the island, by the way. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. As we know, in Tundra you don't find any horses, so he's going to rely on his allies to get him the horse tiles, the horse resource. Now he's going to have a lot of problems here. A lot of problems. I honestly don't really want to be in his position here, but yeah, he picked Canada on Pangea Classic. Again, a risk you take. It's a risk you take when you actually pick one of these civilizations. They also remapped the last one. What do you think, guys? Okay, let's actually let's actually put up a poll here really quickly. What do you think?
This is always such an unfair question in hindsight. Like when you wall and get a 1, you were like, oh, I shouldn't wall again, right? Like maybe ask this question if you get a 6, and then like, oh, should you have remap? And everyone will be like, yeah, of course. This is just not a good question, but I guess maybe I'm taking this too serious.
I mean, I've seen this quite a few times, and yes, you know, there's a chance for a higher roll, better spawn than you had before, but there's also a chance for a lower, right? So you gotta take those two into account. Are you ready for a lower spawn that you already have? Let's see what the stream thinks over here. Biggest Ben, hello there, sir. If I could bet on this game, I would all in my entire balance on GBL. In Canada could canal to Mohenjo. I think, yeah, I mean, Canada can just go to Mohenjo. It's fine. He's gonna take Mohenjo.
With everything into consideration, I would even make an argument that like this map is obviously not good for Ulyss, but I would make an argument that this is better than the last one.
Better than the last one. You okay?
Yep.
I would think Ulyss, as in Lege, thinks differently right now. Just saying. He feels the pain of Hazaggi from the previous one, right?
But yeah, obviously it sucks for Canada, but as like at least he has some tiles to work and he has options to make some stuff happen here.
Yeah.
Well, on the last map, Zulu was just complete dead weight. Like he had no options. What the most unknown thing in the game, right? Like if you literally cannot do anything.
Well, let's see how the players are gonna start getting their early moves going. I did put up the team labels. Ulyss on the left side with Lege, Hazaggi, Astikos, and Phyrsos. On the right side, we got Legenden, Hannibal, Lege, and Elaphantguy. And yes, we do have Holy Side around. You saw it here first, guys. Let's go. Holy Side Astikos over here. Yeah. The big question is, what is he gonna go for? Feed the world? Is he gonna make a preserve next to Gobostan? What does everybody think? Final, I want to step back from what I said. Kick W. Yeah, let's see. Let's see how this is gonna. Man, I gotta say, every time Astikos did try the strategy out, he made it work. So you know, I would wait to actually form an opinion after the conclusion of the game. How are they gonna make money for minus 200 GPT Astikos 1065? Well, we're gonna need to see about that. Now we're probably gonna also start seeing them choosing their pantheon soon. Looking at the score screen here, we do have them starting to generate that faith per turn. And I gotta say, on Scythia, he already started to acquire those amount of Remap tiles. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a lot of production, but it's fine. He's gonna couple it with the 1311 here next to Isik, and we'll need to get some more production over there for some more food also for his population. We do have Prokokovka starting to get the traders out, and I do see he's putting another city to the west side here. I guess we're gonna need to watch how Astikos is gonna try to play this out. This is not common at all on Rome, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do on these spawns, man. You gotta do. Now we do need to take a look also on Greece. He did actually settle a city to the east, one to the west. Corinth did get settled next to the mountains that exploded, next to the volcanoes that exploded, getting some 3-2s, and I do notice he's getting his monuments for the extra culture. We do have him with a decent amount of settlers also to the southeast, but then he did find out about the Khmer, and as you can see, he's trying to get in over here to see if he can sneak some pillages, or maybe try to get a few builders away. Third city. Oh, I see. I mean, Legenden just put his pants on, and look at that. He's actually going to the north over there, not scared of Phyrsos. I really like how Phyrsos is pushing away the French units, not allowing them to do anything against his settler. While in his cities, he's already starting to get his Ikandas down. I'm pretty sure we're gonna need to see Legenden go for his how to say, general soon. Is discovering horseback riding 310. Phyrsos is just 2 turns away from animal husbandry. He needs archery. He needs to go after that towards horses. That's gonna take a while. He might not have the science. He's 5 science and 2 culture, while Legenden is gonna get those horses. One big problem here, he didn't improve a single horse, so yeah, we're gonna need to see if he's actually gonna get enough horses to build those. Do we have horses over here? No. Oh, wait.
He doesn't have any.
Wait, that's the question, right? If he actually settled on horses or not? He did.
Khmer has some. Scythia has as well.
Yeah, it's fine. They all have, well, except Legenden yet, but he's gonna get them next time. Now we do have actually Astikos here with so many horses. Did he pop a hut or something with 10 horses? Oh no, he was the first one to improve the horse style here with the builder. And did put non-freshwater Alpinum. Okay,
So,
I'm very curious.
2 instead of +4.
Stop show continent split. Continent split for whom? Or all over the map, or on France, or Rome helicopters on Scythia. Yeah, well, let's see.
Well, honestly, I feel like the second Rome expand is very questionable. Especially on like he actually had options on the lake and on the coast, both with food tiles. Like there's a 2-3 fur, and then maybe also improve a fish and swap that in, so you can work a Gobostan tile. You can settle on the lake by the citrus and work this for food. But going non-fresh here without, I don't understand that, you know.
Well, he's probably gonna think about Feed the World. I wouldn't be surprised if Feed the World is gonna be the choice here, the maximum choice. But anyway, we'll see. We'll see how this develops when he's gonna get that religion, and we do need to see what Khmer is gonna do with his own religion. We do have those holy sites already built, and I do see him going for his shrines now. He did just pop his third settle, and I'm a bit surprised about the position of Mayapura. I was thinking he's gonna go for the cattle settle to the northeast. It looks like he chose the north over there, and looking at the vision, he did scout. He did scout that deer tile to the northeast. So I'm a bit confused about this, but I guess it's fine. Overall, it's not gonna matter in the long term that much. There is also Greek scout trying to get away. He just moved across the land to the south, and as you can see, DJS is gonna hunt him down while Hazaggi is trying to get in with a warrior as well. It's gonna be a bit too late to actually save his scout. These units of Khmer will probably take it down quite quickly. What is Canada doing? Oh, Canada got out, guys. Canada actually got out. He's now waiting for Buddha to come to him. He's gonna go to Buddha. Well, makes sense. We're gonna need to see if in this particular situation Elaphantguy is gonna be feeling safe, and he's gonna ignore that he actually has a pretty powerful enemy to the southwest of him.
Can you show text, by the way?
Yes.
Leash going... Leash is
Horseback
going
already?
straight for horse. Well... Oh, actually, I like it. Elaphantguy is going for horseback as well, instead of trying to greed out for commercials.
Yeah. Okay, so there we go. Elaphantguy is not gonna grid it out. It's fine. Hazaggi on NASA PC versus DJS on all wooden. Nice matchup. I mean, we'll see. We'll see if that actually matters in the long term. We do have actually a scout from Phyrsos trying to push off a Khmerian scout to the north of Sparta. I do see Stonehenge coming up in Sparta as well. And looking at the points generation over here in the Great People, Rome is making three great people points. We do have 2 for Khmer and nobody else. I'm actually curious if Hazaggi over here is going to put his second holy site in one of his cities, or he's just going to get his religion, put moksha in, and be done with it. Now, we do also need to see if Phyrsos is going to manage to get to his sword riding in a good amount of time. I do see archery coming up in 1, and I don't think he actually has it boosted. He's going to get the boost from Lege in 3 turns. And looking at his yield stab here, he's still on 5 science, while I do see Legenden is on 7 and 9. It looks like Legenden is going to have the upper hand. The thing is, even if Legenden did manage to get his horseback riding done, he didn't actually get any horse in his production queues. He's waiting for the builders, and we're going to see if Zulu is going to be fast enough to actually get some defenses against his opponent. Why would Hungary go horseback riding instead of commercials? Didn't look like he had a good campus. Kazui, I think he's we're thinking that Canada being next to him, so close to him, he's probably thinking he's gonna get attacked, so he wants to get those horses as soon as possible rather than delay them. I do think they're gonna actually use a lot of resources here. A lot of horses will be necessary for them to actually get all of those units built, and I do see they're starting to acquire some. Let's actually take a look at the total count of so no horses improved here for Zulu. No, not yet. We got Gorgo on 1 horse, and that's it. So 2 resources, 3, okay, 4 over here per turn. Canada is on 0, so 4 horses per turn for like 4 horses per turn for 4 civilizations. That's not good. For at least 2 civilizations. Let's say 2 civilizations, right? It's going to be Canada and Zulu. I don't think Gorgo is going to be at war at the beginning of the game. Let's take a quick peek on the city-states while they're gonna acquire those points to actually get going. And I do want to keep the screen over here on the France attack. We do have Lavetta with Vatican City and Jerusalem coming up for religious bonus. Bandar, Brunei, Samarkand, and Zanzibar for the trade, for the extra gold. We got Mohenjo-Daro for the culture, which I'm pretty sure is gonna die. We do have Cardiff, Mexico City, and Singapore coming up for the industry. And it looks like Volin is gonna get that military going. Okay, I mean, you know, at least one city-state is gonna give these bonuses. And Lalanda, 1 single city for science. That's gonna be quite close to Scythia. Fertility rates coming up for Scythia. He wants the extra food. He wanted the free builder, and I do see he placed commercials first over here. 3 commercials already pre-placed from his cities. Didn't actually go initially for them. He wants the monuments first. Canada initiation rights Canada. I mean, this is Lege embracing his position over here. I gotta say.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is yeah. We'll see. We'll see how this turns out. But you can imagine this is gonna be quite quite a war between Canada and Hungary. Lege 1 turn horseback riding, Elaphantguy 6 turns horseback riding. Wait, oh, he did improve. This is with the boost. He's, oh my god, actually, that's quite a difference over here. Elaphantguy did get the boost, so it is what it is. Now, Holy Site's coming up in Arpinum, 2 turns. I do see Victor established in that city center. He's stopped on the population growth and he's building a road towards La Venta. Oh, maybe this was for a free envoy or something. Ancestral Hall plays from Rome. He's starting to get a wave of settlers here. Antium is building one in 3 turns. And looking in the south on Khmer, we do have him finishing up his shrines. Not actually rushing this. Not rushing this at all. I don't see a project coming out from him. He's going for his 4th settler. And he's probably going to want what? What do you think? Coral or work ethic? Because Feed the World is probably going to be taken by Rome. So not going to have a choice.
Yeah, also Khmer never ever wants feet in a position like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it really depends on the taste. Like, obviously, the French generally prefer work ethic a lot more. But, like, personally, I believe it's really more about the map position. Like, work ethic is more like your free sim, your scaling pick, while Cowl is for like harder timing. Like if you go Holy Set into campus or something and you assume that you have to fight quickly, which he probably thinks right here, you will probably just go campus. Well, work ethic is more of a scaling pick.
Well, let's see. Phyrsos might actually come out this turn. I do see Legenden does have his builder ready over there on the chop, and we're 2 turns away, or I should say, it says 2 turns away, but that's only 1 chop away from seeing the horse come into action. I do see Spearman coming out from Ulundi. Babanango is gonna get a trader. He's gonna need to connect those cities. We do have Phyrsos getting his builders on the iron resource, and I do see he is 6 turns away from horseback riding. Now that he did discover bronze working earlier, he knows he's going to need to get some units to defend against the horses.
I forgot.
They bought him a horse. Sorry.
No, it's me interrupting. I apologize. I just realized Khmer is actually on gold per library, right? So he will go 99% coral.
99% coral. Yeah, it's on the other side.
Yeah.
Well, you did point out a big difference, right? Because
yeah, work ethic is really only preferred in the French community and by myself.
Yeah.
So yeah, like especially on the PPL, work ethic is very disrespectful. So yeah, I feel like he will go coal 99% of the time.
Yeah. I think so. But that's a good thing, right? The thing we pointed out earlier that we do have different preferences, even between the communities, not only between the players, but also between the communities, how they develop their metas a little bit differently. And again, we're going to need to see what's the best here. It looks like Legenden is actually putting his first horse to the north, not actually going towards Zulu to poke at him. And we do have the first spearman coming out from Zulu series. And I do think I actually bought him a horse, if I'm not mistaken. He did get another one here from Paris, and he still has the Chopin. Is he actually not working? He's working. I hope he's actually working the military tradition. Oh. Kick W maneuver. Yeah, he's working maneuver. I don't know why this is sitting here and not doing anything. Why is it? Is he waiting for the next era maybe to have the chop a little bit better? Probably.
Maybe he's also just waiting for deals to be accepted so he can buy the tile.
Oh, gold. Right. Let's actually see what's happening in the gold. They have no gold. 0, 0, 5 and 10.
Yeah. So there's the answer, probably. The builder's just waiting for the money to buy the tile, yeah.
Then why did they buy the horse? They just spent 160 gold with no return. I don't know. It is what it is. No gold, yeah, indeed. How many monumentalities we're gonna see? We might actually see like 3 or 4 monumentalities. I did notice even Gorgo actually did get his Fire Goddess Pantheon for the extra faith coming up on these tiles next to the volcanoes. He's gonna get Great Prophet Peter to establish a religion, and we already see Rome with Feed the World and Pilgrimage. Looks like he didn't go for tithe for the extra gold. He did go for pilgrimage. We do have him starting to get his shrine up in Arpinum, and he's gonna stabilize the housing and the food situation there. We do have him starting to get his wave of settlers here from Antium and Rome. And I gotta point out in the yields tab over here, Rome is at the moment on 46 faith a turn. That is considerably more than DGS. Yes, he does have Earth Goddess, and yes, he does already have his religion, but man, 46 faith a turn on his side. That's pretty good. Hazaggi is also on 26. I don't know what DGS is doing, because honestly we usually see Khmer generate a lot of faith. I don't know what's happening here. What's going on? He didn't finish. He was.
What pantheon does he have? Is it River Goddess?
Religious settlements. He went for religious settlement. Oh. Yeah, it is what it is, man. Well, we're going to need to see.
No idea.
Rome. Wait.
Like, especially on phase civs, I feel like religious settlements is completely wasted, because you usually just build like 2, maximum 4 settlers.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest you're obviously just gonna faith by, so he also has 2 neighbors, so I don't know what... So he is kind of supposed to play tall anyway. I really do not understand the religious settlements at all.
Oh, check this out. France is actually going towards Corinth. And I gotta say, Corinth is not gonna be ready for this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Thank you for the follow, sir. 1040 escape settler floor Canada incoming. Well, at the moment, I gotta say, he does have the higher tech units. We do have horses coming around. I wouldn't be surprised if we're gonna see an encampment put down soon. Bros working, finishing up in 1 for Lege, and we're coming up on that golden age soon. We do need to see what's gonna happen here, though. I think this might be a very big brain move. If he manages to take out a city from Greece, this is gonna be incredible.
Yeah, I agree. This is actually a very good sneaky play by Legenden here. Remains to be seen out, but it's actually... I really like the thought process, yeah. Just bypassing Zulu and trying to waste the city of Gorgo. Yeah, also talking about Canada so much, I want to point out, obviously Legion is in a very difficult position here, and he doesn't, like, this is not what you pick Canada for. But also, Hungary doesn't want to do this either. Like, Hungary just wants to sim and levy city-states. Like, Hungary is also in a position where he doesn't like to be at. So it's not that bad as people may think here.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, first of all, I do like there's going to be quite a bit of warfare all over the map. Second of all, I'm worried about all of the things happening here all over the map. I do think Legenden is doing quite well what he's doing here, trying to get into Corinth. He's going to probably first move the city of Corinth, and we don't actually see a lot of gold on Team Ulyss to buy out a unit for him to defend that city. And that city already has a +3 campus, has quite a few tiles improved. Did get to plug in Governor Liang. Quite an expensive takeaway from him. Yeah, and this actually brings me to another subject. How did Phyrsos not communicate this? Like, they need to know, right? They should have known that he has so much military. Legenden on 239. That military is nowhere to be seen.
Praying Lol just followed.
Praying Lord, thanks so much for the follow. Much appreciated, sir. 1 minute tip the scales. I guess that's a good question over here.
Yeah, but honestly, you cannot pinpoint this 100%. If at all, I would say it's on Hazaggi to have a scouter or anything in this one-tile choke.
Yeah, I agree. And this we'll come back to that famous discussion, right? The one-tile choke. The one-tile choke, yeah. You gotta plug the chokes, guys. You gotta plug the chokes. Uh-oh, he's going in.
At least, obviously, if he's greeting and stays on 10 city strength, which he does, right? So.
Yeah. Oh my
Wait,
god.
this is actually not enough movement. Why did he
No,
not go on the
I don't
geo
know.
terminal?
He probably didn't want to give his hand away, but yeah. Anyway, we just popped into the new era, and we're gonna see what the players are gonna choose for their golden ages. We do have France over here coming. Actually, let's take Lege first. Lege is on 8 cents with 11 culture. He did go, well, he did not choose it yet. We do have him with 100 faith right now in the bank. He's starting to pump out a few more horses. He does have a scout from from Elaphantguy to the northwest, and his initial horse did get quite close to Buddha. We do have actually builders ready for Elaphantguy to pump out those horses, and we're going to need to see if Lege is going to go monumentality. Yes, he will actually. He's going to go monumentality. He's going to put an encampment in 2 turns. He's getting Pingala in the city of Ottawa, and I do see a wave of new horses are going to come out from his cities. Hazaggi with a monumentality of his own, 15 science with 14 culture. He's about to be attacked here, and I think the biggest question is, will Hazaggi get to chop? That's another way that he could actually get to save that city if he manages to chop. Does he actually have masonry? I don't know. It doesn't look like he's going for currency, so we have no idea. Oh my god, another horse. More horses coming around here. They're just... okay. Are they gonna reveal themselves? I think that's the biggest question. Is Legenden gonna reveal himself? No. Wait. Oh my god. Okay.
He could not slam this turn, so...
I know, but he's not gonna slam next turn either. It's just...
oh yeah,
it
that's
keeps on
actually very
happening,
true.
right?
Yeah, so actually that's just a misplay, yeah.
I don't know.
Moved
Maybe
in.
is Hazaggi as a player spreading that much respect around him or fear around him that Legenden doesn't want to push into him? Are these horses just stopping the spread of the Greek units to the south, the cities? It is what it is. Yeah, we do have a horse coming up from Sparta. I mean, that's it. If he gets 1 horse, this attack is over. And I gotta say, he could have taken the city of Corinth already. Like this would have been the turn he would have taken the city. But anyway, we do have Astikos coming up with a monumentality golden age 4 cities. I do see he did get Puteoli down, getting a granary in Arpinum. He's getting a 5th and a 6th settler soon, and you do see him benefiting from 54 faith with 38 production. Another wave of settlers coming. Oh my god, look how fast Astikos is expanding. I know he's playing greedy, but this is quite fast, and this is with Holy Says, this is with Ancestral Hall. He's gonna get a builder from each of these. He might actually be very happy in the next 50 turns. We do have Phyrsos with 9 science and 17 culture. He chose the first pen brush and voice of the game here with a Warlord's Throne coming up from Ulundi in 110. He did manage to recruit General, and I do see he did get God of the Forge and 2 Great General points a turn. France is getting 2 Great General points a turn as well, but that's with the card. He doesn't have an encampment yet, even though he did place one from Amboise. He never actually finished it. We do have also 39 production available for Phyrsos to use. With God of the Forge, he's getting more towards units, and yeah, there we go. The units are... oh, that's it. As in, yeah, it's fine. It's all good, guys. This is not happening. Like, Hazaggi is just gonna be waving from the city of Corinth at that horse, and he plugged the choke to the east. It's fine. It's fine. That you see right now how much it matters. Those like that 1 turn, 2 turns of hesitation, that matters so much here.
Mm-hmm.
We do have Legenden coming up with 9 science and 23 culture, 36 points of production on his side. He's getting his Warlord's Throne. Wait, did he just chop nothing? Okay, he chopped nothing. He chopped in the air. Well, it is what it is. An encampment is being put down from Paris. I do see he's putting a campus over here to the west side from Lyon. I'm a bit surprised about his choice to actually place Lyon to the west side. It might have been the horse actually that decided that instead of anything else. I would have thought he's going to go a little bit faster on the east than on the west. He does have builders coming up from Paris, and I still see no Pantheon here. He chose to go for the extra production card rather than God King card for the extra faith and the extra gold. I do have Hannibal on 17 science with 21 culture. I do see him also with 25 gold a turn on 46 production. He still did not put a lot of kurgans down, but he did start up with commercials. He does benefit from Mount Rorema for that extra science. With Magnus internals over here, I do see Magnus establishing Prokrovka in his capital city. He's starting to improve a few of his amenities for the extra bonuses they get there, and putting down a few campuses. That's a +2 over here. In Shertomlik. We do have the war raging between Canada and Hungary, and it looks like he's trying to get to the city of Pest, trying to move around to poke at the Hungarian cities from another side. He's also going with a few horses towards the city of Pex to the north, which at the moment I don't think they actually got discovered, but I might be mistaken. Let's see the vision. Did they get discovered? Oh no! Oh no! Oh my god, did you see the vision? Elaphantguy didn't even get to sniff these horses. Oh, okay. I mean, Lege is gonna move them. He has movement on them. And he's gonna get to that city of Pex soon. We're gonna need to see if he's gonna have, if Elaphantguy is gonna have enough units to defend him. Yeah, we do have... Yes?
I don't think that there's real danger. Like, Lege is really just looking for some weights here, being annoying rather than... Like, he doesn't have a general with him. I don't think he has any chance of raising a city, so he's really just looking to apply pressure.
Yeah. I mean, you apply pressure, you see where it breaks, right? That's why you apply pressure. Not only for just the pressure, but to see where it breaks. Now, we do have... Hannibal won 19 science and 24 DGS actually won 12 science with 20 culture, 23 faith a turn. Man, this is just such a low faith income over here for Khmer. I would have expected a lot more faith. Unfortunately, he did go for religious settlements, and we're going to need to see if that production extra towards settlers is going to matter. Also, the extra tiles he's acquiring. I do notice choral music did get established as a belief, and the tithe for the second belief. We do have a few horses coming out from Greece to push back the French units, and now France, well, wait, is this? Oh, he did already attack with it. Phyrsos is getting some settlers, is getting new cities soon, while his Encanda from Babanago is getting blocked. All of these French horses do need somewhere to go to, and we're going to need to see if they're actually going to try to push through the choke points on Ulundi. It looks like another horse did just get chopped there, so it should be fine overall. He just needs another tile over here blocked, and that's it. He doesn't have a lot of cities though, and unless he actually goes to the southeast, he's not going to get to where to expand. I do believe Phyrsos is going to try to build a statue of Zeus for the free units and attack France. We'll see. Okay, only 30. By the way, there's a little bit of a difference in production here. Elaphantguy is on 35 points, Lege is on 42. It looks like Canada's horses did get sniffed out by Hannibal scout to the west of Pex, and we do need to see Hungary try to defend the city of Pex as well as Pest. One of the horses of Canada did get taken down while was it? Or this is no, it didn't have enough time to retreat that far. Well, I do see Lege is trying to use this time of chaos to actually get a few settlers out to put one to the north of Mohenjo-Daro. Oh no, Mohenjo is actually gonna get the galley out. Well, it is what it is. That's gonna be a harder city to take. At the moment, I guess Lege does have way other priorities. Okay, so we saw the points, we saw some money moves, we do see all of the pantheons over here. We still don't see actually France's pantheon, quick mention over there. We do see France is managing to get a few pillages off from Hungary, managed to pillage one, probably a second tile soon. And I do see Hazaggi is using that faith portent that he's getting from his fire goddess 34 to buy out a few builders here. He's hard building also settlers, and yeah, we're going to see if he's gonna manage to get his sim going. Out of all, somehow is the one with we made a bit of a Pikachu face earlier. Astikos is just booming. What's going on here? What's going on? Okay, quick analysis, guys. Quick analysis. What's going on with Astikos?
Well, he's obviously just having a good time. The problem with it is obviously that he doesn't have science and he doesn't have GPT.
Yeah, he doesn't. Well, he's on what, 7 goal, but at least he's positive, you know.
So yeah, like if you look only at Rome for himself, he's looking good. Sure.
Yeah.
The issue is that he right now provides nothing for his team.
Yeah. 9th settler out, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cities. 1, 2, 3 settlers out and about. It's gonna be 9 cities while everybody's like playing with 4 and 5 and maybe just 3. It's gonna be so much faster than everybody else, and I do see him actually realizing that he's gonna have a problem with his economy. He's getting some commercials out. He did improve quite a few of his amenities here, especially these plantations, the citrus plantation. Winks at me. I see another city got settled next to Gobustan, and he is going for more holy sites. We might actually see. Oh my God! Okay, Monasticos is incoming, guys. Are we talking helicopters against Khmerian pikemen or something? Because that's how it feels like at the moment. Yeah, we do have also Hazaggi on 33 science and with 23 culture, and it does look like he's pushing out that French horse soon. He did build his Gavron Plaza. The Acropolises are starting to come out of his cities. He did stay on only 3 cities and just got the 4th one. I wouldn't be surprised if you're gonna see a wave of settlers over here soon coming out from him. Moksha established in Sparta. He used Governor Liang first in Corinth, and I do see Rose just got to improve one of his horses, and they're also putting down commercials. Now, gold is definitely an issue they're taking a look at. On the other side, we don't have a gold problem. Hannibal chose to go gold, right? 23 science and 29 culture, 40 gold per turn, 59 production coming out from Hannibal. We do see Canada did manage to retreat his units, and he did manage to recruit a general, while at the moment, actually, I don't see... Oh, Hungary is making 2 great general points a turn, but he did not recruit one of his own. It's still not an easy option for Canada to push through the Hungarian defenses even with a general, so we're going to need to see what he's gonna do. He did buy something extremely important: time for his settlers to get new cities. He got time and space over here. I think that's how he managed to... That's what he managed to get out of all of his horse spam. He didn't want settlers, he didn't want cities from Hungary, he didn't want to kill that many units, but he did force his opponent to build a lot of units of his own, and then he did not expand. Yeah, Momiko Astikos without 15 cities is not real Astikos. Yeah, you know, everybody has his preference, man. Everybody has his preference. Looks like Cardiff will probably be the first city state to be taken out of the game here. It's getting attacked by Legenden, and there we go, it just popped out. We do have Legenden also putting a few units in the face of Zulu, trying to stop him from actually expanding to the southwest, while he did finally recruit a general of his own. I'm a bit surprised that they did not manage to deny these generals, but I think Phyrsos might actually deny the next one. Oh no, he didn't. No. Oh, wait, he did. He denied it from Hungary. So Canada... Canada denied it from Hungary.
Yeah. Hungary was really only carding, right? But just kind of unheard of on Pangea Classico.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm surprised about this. Good point. I didn't realize this. He didn't actually build an encampment. Didn't have time, didn't... Oh my god, he's actually trying to get the Temenangi here in Pest. Okay, Wallowstone coming up in 4 turns in Bura. Victor establishing in 2 turns in that capital city. Well, you know, we were making a little bit of fun earlier. Elaphantguy will be mad if he's gonna have an opponent really close by. He's not gonna get his casual sim game going. Well, that's exactly what he ended up on.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know about making fun of it, but I think this is really just a masterclass of, like, playing chess. Like, because, like, on really high-level games, what you will see is units not necessarily just, like, going straight at it or trying to raise a city or whatever, but rather what Lege did here, as you already pointed out. He bought himself, like, a positional advantage, and he built the exact amount of units he needed for that, and then he switched over into now settling again. And for the opponent, it's extremely difficult to evaluate Is the guy all-inning me? Do I need to build building units? Can I myself sim along? And this is really just the back and forth, which you really need to be extremely skilled on to evaluate how much units do you need for what job, and not just go all out spamming units and eval yourself.
Yeah, it's usually hard in the best of circumstances, not only in this one. It does look like information was key over here for Hungary to acquire. Unfortunately, Canada did manage to outsmart his scouts, and he did not allow Hungary to get all of that information. He just allowed him to see what he wanted to see and not anything else. And even now, more settlers are coming up from Halifax. He's gonna get at least 2 cities. He chose to place Montreal as soon as possible on the east coast, so he gets closer to the cities of Buda, while the safer quote-unquote settlers on the west side are gonna be fine to settle a little bit later. There are possible 2, maybe 3, even 3 settlers over here remaining for him. So that's like 2, 4, 6, 7 cities. Pretty good. I mean, sorry, not bad. Not bad. I wouldn't say pretty good. let's not use the word pretty good on this. Hungary went victor. Wait, he did? He did. Yeah, he did go victor. And with Moksha first. Oh, I thought you were referring Victor first. No, he did go Moksha first over here in Pest. Which is again a bit of a surprise, because we were expecting a city that has marsh tiles, or I should say flat terrain tiles, something like Liang. Moksha could just settle on Pex or something else, somewhere else.
And it's, like as being said, it's to be fair, it's extremely hard to execute this in-game, right? To figure out what's actually happening, because it really happens only on the highest level that you get this back and forth, right? Because most of the teamers are just like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna spam units all game long, right? And then you go at it, and then you're happy with each other. But but on this high level, it's really a back and forth, and so people always get settlers sneaked in, a district being built, etc., etc. So they suddenly will just outsim you while pushing the front line into you. This is really such a more complicated discipline than just spamming units.
Yeah, I agree. We do have a question over here from Tutu Tango35. He's asking us if there has ever been cheating in CWC. If so, how was it dealt with? I remember some accusations being done in the first 2 seasons of the CWC. I remember we did have a few cases in which we did just figure out that there were a few things that you can abuse, like a few mechanics of the game that you could abuse with, for example, the negative loyalty settles, and we made we banned the use of it. I remember there were, I don't remember exactly what happened over there, but I remember there were some repercussions for the players. On cheating, as in, I don't know what you're referring to. You gotta give me a bit more on this. As in stream chat, if you're talking about stream sniping, we're gonna ban the players and probably the team from doing this. So I think that's out of the question. I also think a lot of the teams here are quite serious enough, and they want to play with their own skill rather than and their brain rather than their cheating abilities. Also, CK Daiso, can you show yields? Yes, sir, I can show yields. Bonjour, Project Cisco. Good evening, sir, and welcome. Senior Testa is also saying that he thinks Ulyss will play this game. Ave Machiavelli is asking us, is this a captured victory Rome I'm seeing, or is he going for full monasticism? Yeah, religious victory, man. Are we gonna see it first over here in the 3rd week of the CWC Season 8?
Sure. Heard it here first. Religious victory in CWC.
Yeah, exactly. The first one. This would be the first one actually out of I don't know, 8 seasons or something. Nobody got it. But anyway, I feel like it's extremely hard to get. We do have Canada coming up with those settles to the northwest. Warlords Throne. So many Warlords Throne buildings getting built over here in the government plazas. I'm very surprised, by the way. Scythia didn't get 7 cities at least till now. He's building up his commercials, trying to increase his yields rather than anything else, and I think this will be a significant mistake if you compare to Astikos' empire. Astikos at the moment, he doesn't really really have that many districts other than these holy sites, and he's getting the stats in the majority from his population, we will see him explode. Like this is something that will happen over here. He's already on 2, 4, 6, 8 settles with a possible 9th coming up from Mediolanum soon. He does have a significant amount of faith per turn, a lot of production, 82 production and 123 faith per turn. Man, this is he gonna be like 200 signs in the next era? Oh my god, Monet. Yeah, and if you thought Lege is giving us a masterclass over here of how to push your opponent to this, what do you think of Astikos' choices?
Well, as being said, it's obviously very uncommon due to the obvious fact that it's like it doesn't give you any immediate benefit, right? Like
Yeah.
I can see what he's doing. It's really a question of like your team chemistry if you're allowed to do this. But what Astikos is doing here is obviously immensely greedy.
Oh yeah, he is. But I gotta say, he also judged that his opponents are not gonna come against him at an early stage of the game, so he can do this. If the tables would have been turned, for example, you know, like Gorgo is doing and so on, this would have been different.
But this is not only about yourself being in Phyrsos position, but rather what your team needs right here. Because like the traditional task of the backliner is to provide gold for the frontliner, right? And like imagine if like Lege was dying here.
Yeah.
And they don't have gold to buy a chop or like or to. Then you would have to point your fingers at Astikos and say like, look, this was on you, rather than on Lege, right? So this is why I'm thinking it's really on the team. Like if people adjust properly, for example, the Wallet Swan of Lege is not necessarily for the unit production, but rather for minimizing his gold needs, because Astikos cannot provide it.
Yeah.
And like this is the trade-offs you have to do within a team. So it's in a team's environment, it's obviously always extremely hard to just look at the performance of one guy and say like this is wrong or right, because it's so interconnected.
There is another thing over here that I would like to point out. It's just a matter of time until Rome will have his own economy. And it's just a matter of time until he will be probably the biggest simmer in the game, overwhelming Khmer stats and overwhelming other players' stats because of how he played this out at the beginning of the game. So I think it would be reasonable to assume that they already talked this out and allowed him to do this. If this was a decision being made by the team, I think this would be more than okay to actually have this. But like you said, if this wasn't discussed and you're relying and you have expectations about the backline simmer or the front lines and so on to do something, and you see them not doing this without any kind of discussion, I'm pretty sure yes, that's a big no-no. But these players actually played quite a bit with in the same formation, so I would expect them to actually be aware of what their abilities are, how they can adapt to the situation at a certain point, and how how they should actually talk, when they should talk about stuff. It's quite a bit of trust being built up between them during the CWC seasons. Also, Monasticos is a win condition. Yes. Tutu Tango is pointing out that Monasticos is a win condition in itself.
Well, you say that, but obviously it doesn't really work without the campus. Like if he goes holy sets into commercial/harvest here, he will not really have stats, even if he plans to go from monasticism.
I'm very curious
It's
about this. Honestly, I'm very curious if the timing will be on point. Like, okay, like you said, he needs commercials and he needs campuses. So this is gonna be the next wave commercials and then the next wave campuses. Let's see if he has the time. Because it might be like at the moment we're 10, 17 turns away from the medieval era and he's building up his campus, his commercial count. He has 10 turns, 10 plus turns to get the campuses. Okay, sorry. Get the population and get the campuses because you need the population for the campuses.
Yeah, like as being said, obviously the only thing we can really objectively say, it's very unconventional play.
Yes, plus plus.
I'm pretty sure it will work out in the end, which is kind of always refer people do weird stuff and it works out, right?
Yeah.
To really judge it, you would have to make an assumption what would happen if he played conventional and would this be better, which is obviously always questionable. But like other than this, as long as you win, I guess you're right.
Yeah, it is what it is. I did notice Phyrsos putting Bulawayo in the face of Legenden. I cannot believe that he actually was allowed to do this. Legenden did retreat a few of his units, and it looks like Phyrsos did manage to get that to the south of Babanango, getting quite close to Paris. I wouldn't be surprised if Phyrsos is gonna try to get to his impis really quickly. He is on mathematics right now. He does need military tactics to get there, and looks like Legenden is trying to use some of his units to push back against the Zulu defenses. And we'll see. This is interesting what's going on between the two opponents here. We do have actually also on the southeast, I did notice a stalemate over here between Hungary and Canada. Canada wasn't interested to push anymore. This is another thing that I want to point out. He stopped pushing. He got his position, he got his opponent to make a lot of units, and then he stopped. He just switched over towards settlers.
You can totally see why. For machinery, he will upgrade his crossbows if they find gold somewhere, maybe some mace chops.
Let's see. Yeah, they don't have 14, 24, 4, and 9. Hazaggi is getting a bit of gold for them, but he doesn't have like, how to say, he doesn't have a lot of gold per turn either. We do have him getting some heavy chariots. Oh wait, heavy chariots out. Okay, interesting choice. He did make a wave of settlers. That's what I saw. 1, 2 already out. We got a third and a fourth soon, or I should say a third coming up soon from Argos. And the biggest question is the gold. How are they gonna make that gold? But I gotta say, Astikos' production capabilities right now are a bit insane. 122 production. Just to put it in perspective, Hannibal, the simmer of gold by library, is on 84. DGS next to him is on 81, and Astikos does benefit from that extra phase per turn of 164 points. Man, that's a lot of production. Also to the time, it's very fun even when you don't know what to do. All these players know the most efficient build orders, but that shouldn't stop you from having fun. That is true. Also, thank you, Linda. Thank you for that. We'll give it a try. Thanks a lot for the answer. Okay, you said you want as any of the players playing today in this game. Can you play against varying levels of AI so you can totally learn the game? Jack Cook, it's actually asking us a good question here. If you should play against the AI, if you want to play against the players, no. I would say no, like a definite no. I was like scream no. Usually there's a big difference, like insane difference. It doesn't even compare to like between single player and multiplayer, unfortunately. I did put up a video about this on YouTube about the main lines and why you should play multiplayer, or what's the main difference between single player and multiplayer. The players are usually a lot better, like 90% of the time or more. Much better at adapting to a situation than an AI. And unless the AI is being set to like have cheating bonuses, which you're not gonna see on the player side, you're not gonna learn how to play and what to do and fast enough. And that's the problem. You just don't learn fast enough. And when you play against AI, when you get into a multiplayer community, you're just like you need to relearn Civ, relearn everything you were doing before.
Well, certainly to a degree, I would still make an argument that you can learn how to sim properly against AI. Like, it's not necessarily against AI, you may, but you can practice like your build order, or like discounting your stuff, or like judging your settlements, how do you actually scout, how do you actually settle, etc, etc. Like, you can practice all the stuff in single player, but...
I agree you can practice, but without a benchmark to always see where your level is, and that's what I'm hinting at, right? The other players are always a benchmark for you, so you will see if you're better or worse or at the same level, or how you're doing with a certain build order that you're trying out. With an AI, you get confused and, to be honest, outright lied to because of the extra stats they're benefiting from.
Yeah, but in the end it doesn't really matter. Like, at least this is the way I view it. Like, so sometimes you can just go into a game and be like, okay, to hit tanks and fascism, like, I don't know, turn 80 or turn 85 or whatever.
I gotta say something somehow.
And then you just build up for this.
I guess, sure, okay, sure. We do see a Zulu over here about to lose a city. He doesn't have a builder ready to chop. He doesn't have a unit to defend the city of Bulawayo, unfortunately. Yes, he's plugging in Victor, but he never actually put a strong unit in that city center. We do have a wave of swordsmen getting chopped over here. He does have new cities being settled in the north, and I do notice a few of these spearmen. Now, we might actually see men-at-arms instead of impies on the field. On the southeast, we do have Canada getting a few more builders with his faith abilities, and I do see Lege is pushing out that last remaining scout of Hungary out of his borders. I did also notice a levy from Mexico City. Elaphantguy is still on 3 cities. He's gonna get his 4th soon, and the 5th from Buddha, but the time has ticked by over here. Elaphantguy is on 21 science with 20 culture, 16 gold, 10, 40 production, while Lege is on 25, 19 and 65, and he's in a monumentality. Every time he's pumping out these units, he's using that faith he's acquiring from initiation rights to actually buy a few builders. Okay, Astikos, look at this wave of money. Oh, look at that, campus is starting to come out. Okay, he's 20 gold. Man, I gotta say, you know, he got 5 times the gold since the last time we've talked about him.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, Zulu losing the city here.
He did. And now we do see the Legendens settle on the coast over here paid off, man. He managed to get the first city of his opponent. We were answering a question in chat from someone who thinks they might buy the game. The suggestion was to start by blending to AI, but I agree that there is a difference between single player and multiplayer. Okay, thank you so much for the extra information there, Jack. The cost of sacking culture when his teammates are full error. What? Oh wait, Rome has 28 science right now. If that's triple, it will be strong. Oh yeah.
Well, he just tripled his
gold,
GPT,
yeah.
right? So
wait, more. Well, check this out. He's 35 gold right now. So he was 4 5 turns ago. He got last turn to 20, and now he's 35 gold a turn with 163 production and 107. Guys, this guy, man. Wait, is he making more production than the enemy team combined right now, Astikos? This is 1048. We got him on 165 production. If we cut the number in half from his face generation, 171 in half is what, 85.5. So we do have him on 240 something. While Legenden is on 50, Hannibal on 88. So okay, let's count 90, right? So it's gonna be 140 something, 142. DJS was on 82 assists. So about we're getting there. So it's 220, and then Elaphantguy with 50, 270. So on one side 200. 40 versus 270. Oh my god, he's getting there. 2 to Tango. How close is he to a normal age? I think he's gonna get, let's see, Astikos is 57. 57 now. He passed into a normal age. Yeah, he went into a normal. He's going he's going how to say, he's not going Monasticos, he's going for second golden, which is probably gonna be Pembrasian. Oh, actually he could go free inquiry. Okay, that's a big question. Is he gonna go free inquiry here? Because he already has a decent amount of culture, doesn't need more. By the way, another 10 gold added here. Astikos 45 gold.
The pen rush obviously also gives you extra gold for the districts, but I'd like actually to have a look at Khmer, because I feel like
we kind of overstepped him. Yeah, we didn't talk about him. What's happening here, and what was the stopper? So he made 2 sacrifices. He got Temple of Artemis, he got Oracle, and because of his choice of going for religious settlements, he never actually got a lot of faith. He's barely on 90 faith at 10 with -4 gold, 31 science, 94 culture. He has the culture, he stayed on 5 cities, and he's probably generating also a decent amount of great people here. 11 great writer points at 10 coming up from Khmer. Now, but that's him fighting Greece over here, which I don't think actually Greece cares. Looking at what's going on here, Greece definitely doesn't care.
It's a lot of chariots.
That's a lot of chariots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 chariots coming up from Hazaggi. Man, this is mass production right here of heavy chariots. Very close. Gorgo take the expose first. Yeah, and let's actually take a quick peek at the turns. We have 7 more turns until the next era. Lege 35-39. We might actually see him in going dark here. It looks like he's gonna need quite a bit of gold to get his archers improved into crossbows, and he's only making 12 a turn. We do have Hungary pushing in with those swordsmen from the east, and by the looks of it, he might actually take this unit down. Yeah, he will probably take that unit down. Maybe not. We'll see. It should be going down. Yes, there we go. It should be going down. We do need to see if Lege is going to manage to get a strong unit in that city center, so he stops the Hungarian attack. I do see he's not preferring to get any kind of walls over here. Also, he will go monasticism next era when he gets his campuses up. He likely goes for a second monumentality. That's a very big question if he's going for a second monumentality or gonna try something else out. Free inquiry for the science would be interesting, but I don't think he actually has very good commercials to give him that extra boost in bonuses.
Is monasticism even available on 3rd age? Not sure.
I don't think, I don't think it applies. I'm also not sure. No monasticism 3rd era. We do have Mastro Teku. Good evening, sir. Answering that question. Now, what is Scythia doing here? Oh, Colosseum, that's what he's doing. 2 turns for Colosseum. Hypatia, he just managed to recruit Hypatia from the city of Issyk, and I do notice we got 2, 4, 6 cities still on him. He's getting his 7th one soon, and I do notice an 8th also to the southeast of Pokrovka. Well, at least that's gonna be good. And we do have Vatican City also about to be taken by Rome's units, or he's gonna try to protect this. Oh, he's protecting this. Okay. I see, he's protecting that city center. Another curiosity I have is when are they gonna and how are they actually gonna try to get the attacks going, and how are they gonna get the trade routes going between them? And by the way, I know you're gonna laugh at this, but Astikos is 99 gold per turn. He's actually making at the moment the most gold per turn in the game.
Why would I laugh at this?
Well, initially when I started saying that, I was thinking he tripled again, to say he tripled again, but...
Oh yeah, I mean, of course, making jokes about this, but generally speaking, the thing is, if you go like a holy site into like a commercial district, doesn't really matter if it's commercial or harbor.
Yeah.
Like the general thought is like your stats will be too delayed. Because obviously
Yes.
you just build 2 districts which don't give you stats.
Yes.
So yeah.
But the added benefits in time might allow you to catch up if you're allowed to be all alone there. You know?
Once again, like in an isolated world, like this is what you want to do. Like holy sets into commercial is definitely the best scaling you can ever do. The problem once again is just usually in a team environment. You kind of need to you kind of need to provide something. Either you boost culture or science to you, or you provide gold, or in best case, you do everything at once. This is also a reason why monumentality civs are not very popular generally in high competitive 4v4 teamers, because they usually cannot provide backline gold. Holy sets are very expensive early on. Like this is more of a team problem than it is a problem for Rome. I can really once again reiterate. Isolated world, he's living the Zimming dream, of course, and he will scale like crazy. My main point is like, if you are allowed to do that, you probably may be able to win faster with another build.
Yeah. Maybe not. I guess it's situational. It's always gonna be dependent on what your opponents are doing. So again, the benchmark. Where's the benchmark? Against what are you comparing it? And we're gonna need to see if in this particular game, in this particular situation, this would be the choice that gives him the win, or gives Ulyss the win. I think it's a team effort, like you said, the gold, the stats, the resources they acquire and the use, and between them are all gonna make quite a bit of a difference. And it looks like also Astikos is making projects. One of the reasons he's actually getting that extra gold, and that's a good point from Ave Machiavelli. We did have projects for commercials coming out from a few of his series. So yeah, he's on 111 gold right now with quite a bit of gold in the bank. They gave a lot of gold to Greece over here to upgrade his units, and it looks like he's attacking France, while Zulu at the moment is getting his impies. He did build a statue of Zeus from that city to the north, Lundi, and I do see he's getting his spearmen moving towards the south. He's gonna need to get his impy court soon. Legenden is 3 turns out from getting castles and 2 turns away from getting mercenaries. He's gonna get a free spy. He's gonna get also the ability to use the half cost upgrade on his units, and we're gonna need to see if this is gonna be enough strength on Phyrsos to push through all of those bonuses of France. At the moment the spearmen don't have at all strength to push through these swordsmen. You can spread the word of God. Okay, Rome getting 100 GPD, but the amazing part is he doubled Khmer's faith per turn. Yeah, that's quite something. I gotta say, that's an achievement over there. He doesn't have units though, and this side actually might hurt him. DGS and Hungary are actually trying to push a little bit over here. He's getting his legions out, and this might disturb him from actually getting his... No, it's fine. He's getting a legion, he's gonna get the 4 points, and he's gonna use the faith to buy out units. Grandmaster Chapel finishing up next turn from Rome. I don't see Greece actually having a success story to attack into France here, but that's just gonna eat into their opponent's gold per turn. We do have Hannibal starting to make 81 gold. We do have Elaphantguy on 24, DGS is on -4, and Legenden on 20. Now I do notice at the moment Hungary cannot push into Montreal yet, even with those Legends benefiting from the extra movement and the extra strength, while Lege did not choose to upgrade a single crossbow. He did get the technology, he did not choose to go for it. He might have not gotten mercenaries. Let's see. Yeah, no mercenaries, that's the problem. He doesn't want to spend the gold before he can get the half cost in.
Yeah, he doesn't have mercs. He also probably feels like that he's not on a serious threat here. So the other team, the main priority right now is probably to upgrade.
Yeah,
and then probably upgrade the MPs.
Yeah. I'm very curious how this is gonna evolve here, with Astikos benefiting from 220 faith per turn and 229 product. Oh my god. Did he just do it? No, he didn't. Okay, never mind. Or did he just do it? I think he just did it. I think he just managed to overtake Gold by Library in total production. Oh my god.
You cannot count that. Sorry.
Wait, what? What? Sorry, why?
Yeah. And, I mean, he has 228 production, right?
Yeah.
The Gold by
Plus
Library has...
110.
Huh?
Plus 110 from the faith, I think, half. Because he's using this faith to actually buy out units. This is turning into actual production. Show empire religions. Okay, sure. Buddhism feed the world. No on Rome and the pilgrimage. We do have hard base over here on Greece. Divine inspiration with sacred places. Judaism on Khmer with choral music and the tithe.
I still don't understand your math, but I guess it's not important.
As in 2 faith points equals 1 production point.
It's okay, then that's 330.
Yeah, it's 300.
Then he still
It's
doesn't
about.
have...
It's so close.
No, not really, because if we count like this, you obviously have to take into account the faith of GBL as well.
Oh, right, I didn't count that one. Okay. But he's still so close. So, I mean, we're talking like what? He's over 3 players, he needs to overtake the 4th one.
Well, of course he is the biggest
combined.
guy, but yeah,
Okay.
it's not that big yet.
Yeah, 2 to tango, yes, indeed, the math was a bit off. He has GMC in 1 turn, he's gonna start pumping out those units over there. Okay. Again, we see that next turn. Gentle window, Rome just picked up more. He did finish Mahabodhi Temple over here in Antium. Let's actually see, is it... wait, this one, right? No, he didn't. He didn't go. I did see some spreads, so maybe he just spread it. Or was that from Vatican? I think that's from Vatican, actually. Vatican bonuses. Anyway, what's going on here? I did notice Hazaggi was pushing into the units of Khmer with his crossbows, was doing a decent amount of damage against the coursers, but doesn't have a lot of knights to start irreling into Khmer and trading them off. We do have the majority of the crossbows between Athens and Corinth getting in there, and it does look like he's gonna start pushing into the horses of France. That's gonna be a lot of gold required for their units to upgrade here. While Astikos already has 352 and 136 gold per turn, their opponents are 81, 24, and in the bank about like 300. Okay, what do we have over here? Scythia actually getting a settler to the south. Looks like again, I don't see Canada flexing that much over here. He still has 2 cities to settle to the west, or is he? Wait, 1 over here. Yeah, 2 cities, 1 over here, 1 over here. And at some point, he's probably going to connect his economy with Rome to generate more gold per turn. Yeah, also 11 settled around, 4 more, and we are in the Astikos arena. Scott Momikos telling us, yeah, man, yeah, you know, every player has its own game style. What can I say? More cities, sometimes it's amazing. We do have Astikos' settler moving from Aquilina to the west side, and how many turns until the next turn? 2 more turns until the next turn. Lege going dark. Hazaggi is gonna get his golden age. Astikos is gonna get his golden age. Phyrsos is gonna get his golden age. While on the other side, Nick Reyes, thank you so much for the follow, sir. And wait, that's the 6400 follower. Thank you so much, sir. Woohoo! Party tonight. We do have Legenden on going normal. Wait, is he gonna manage to get his golden? He's 5 points off. Is he gonna manage to get his golden? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know about this. Let's see. Is he missing monarchy? I think he got monarchy. Oh no. Okay, he's fine. He's 52 out of 53. He just got 4 points from somewhere. Sorry?
Probably just a chateau. I don't see anyone but now.
Chateau. Here. Probably
Okay,
just
yeah.
put it.
Yeah, that's the 4 points.
Yeah, okay. Now we do have Hannibal 56, 53. He got his. DGS got his, and Elaphantguy is 6 points off. And we're going to see if he's gonna get it. He can actually try to build a boat on the east side if he does have sailing. Okay, engineering. No unique unit here. Wait, does he not have his black armies upgrades? No, doesn't have coursers yet. It's working on engineering in 1 and mercenaries in 2. Well, I guess Lege irreling into Elaphantguy. It is what it is. Zulu losing terracotta army to France. Wait, is he actually building terracotta army? We got the imps on the map also. Zulu getting so many units here. I don't think Zulu was going for the terracotta, or did he go? I see a commercial here. I don't see a terracotta anywhere. I think they're more concerned about actually getting units out here rather than anything else. Phyrsos getting around the city to the east of Ulundi, and these imp. Let's actually check the imp course damage. They do massive amounts of damage against the horses. They do decent against the swordsman, but not overwhelming them, and many times do stop them. That's actually without the general, so we might actually see some numbers being changed over here when the general gets onto the scene. I think we can check that also. Let's see, 69 versus 68 against the men at arms, and there's another thing we need to take into account. France actually doesn't have a spy into Zulu cities yet. He's also gonna get his upgrades from Terracotta Army, and the spy is nowhere to be seen yet.
Did he not go for castles? What is he taking?
He was going for castles. I'm pretty sure he did get, or at least I remember him going
Is
for
there an
castles.
upgrade button on the horse?
No.
Oh wait, there's the spy in Paris.
Oh, he does. He does. Never mind. There is a. Okay.
The spy is sitting in Paris.
Okay.
He must have gotten it like 1 turn ago.
Okay.
At a promotion,
I
and
didn't see
probably
it.
now sending it.
Okay. Anyway, he's gonna get a level 2 spy here. Pretty good with Terracotta Army. Yeah, he's gonna get very good damage to withstand Phyrsos. Now, I do see Hazaggi's army did get hit by a flood here and was pushed back in the city center. We do have Astikos getting a few units from Khmer. Quite a few units did arrive on the scene on the southwest, and on the east side he doesn't actually have any that will withstand a possible Scythian attack, even though Scythia at the moment he's just simply simming 75 science with 64 culture, while Astikos is 71 and 80. We do have Hazaggi on 74 and 66. DGS over here making a more than decent amount of culture on 125. Looks like the moment DGS is starting to get his sim going. He started slowly, but now he's getting his sim going, and we do need to see where is this gonna land us. We're just done 56, and a lot more turns will need to pass until a victory condition. We got 2 players that did not get a golden age, while everybody... Oh, wait. Elaphantguy did not get a golden age. 3 players that didn't get a golden age. Wait, how did the Elaphantguy miss it? Oh, kick W. That's a problem. Yeah, Matthias Corvinus over here, 32 science, 26 culture. Lege is 41 and 23. And getting a bit more. Well, it is what it is. We do need to see what's going to happen also in the World Congress. So we're going to have a pause of 2 minutes, and we're going to come back after the Congress while... let's actually quickly take a look here. Gorgo is Penbrush and Voice. We do have Astikos Penbrush and Voice this time. We do have Phyrsos on a Penbrush and Voice. Legenden, Normal Age, Hannibal, Penbrush and Voice. DGS, Penbrush and Voice. So that answers our question. He's going Penbrush and Voice in the second era. He's going culture. He's going to get his production numbers up and more economy. Yeah, let's see. Let's wait and see. But look at his production numbers with faith. Okay. Lege Monasticos, that's not happening by the looks of it. Not happening. Monasticos is not... Oh, Lege is playing like Monasticos. Yeah, I guess. Let me actually take a look on this to get the points going. And... Oh, wait. Okay, profit, right? And this story. First.
Yeah. Like I do understand that.
Sorry.
Oh no, I was just going to do some past talk. So
Oh, okay.
uh,
Yeah, do it.
yeah, and I just wanted to point out that I do understand that like the fan base kind of knows Astikos for like his monasticism play, but he obviously is not like just doing it mindlessly, right? Yeah, he's generally an unorthodox player, which is afraid to do things differently, which is obviously generally inspiring. But like if he would have just like this one strategy, put in monasticism, this would not be good play at all. And he would not be playing in CWC on a good team. So I kinda do understand that people like him for him being like out of the ordinary, but he obviously still does just good. Mm. Yeah, well, like the thing is, I don't think wildcard really fits Astikos because he can perfectly play like just solid as like he sometimes throws a wildcard. To be fair, often enough, but yeah, I do read the stream chat. Yeah.
Are you reading the stream chat or no?
Yes, I do. I just answered it.
Yeah. Okay, so what do we have here in the World Congress? What happened? Citrus getting doubles, duplicates, and no points for Great Admirals. Okay. Chosen player Astikos is getting the Diplo victory points. And I gotta say, Astikos already built Mahabali Temple, so he's ahead on this. He has a 6 out of 20. He does have probably the culture to go for civil engineering, and he will get the defense on the coast if he needs to actually stop Khmer from getting it, unless Khmer gets a city to the west there. There's a counterattack happening. They just did figure out that there is a weakness over here in the defenses of Greece because of that flood earlier, and the units are getting pushed. We do have also Greece pushing into France here, so two fronts for him, while Zulu's EP cores are starting to get very close to the French cities. It might not be enough production for France to get both sides stopped. And I gotta say, impies, yes, they're strong, but crossbow cores that are coming out are gonna be amazing if he's gonna get them. We do have him just pushing his impy advantage here. You can see the man at arms can actually defend quite a bit against these impies, so it's not gonna be that easy, but he can still push if he wants to, especially with so many units. Foreign ministry coming out from Pokrovka. We do have Hungary, 35 cents with 26 culture. Lege is getting his libraries up. I do notice he still didn't actually get Mohenjo-Daro. And I don't see him actually planting these cities on the west side. Didn't he get? Oh yeah, he did get a settle. He's gonna get it here. I'm a bit surprised about his choice of a position though.
Is Astikos Mohenjo-Sus?
Sorry, Astikos che? What?
Is he Mohenjo-Sus?
Mohenjo-Sus. Let me actually take a look. It's Lege actually. Mohenjo-Sus.
It's Lege himself, okay.
Yeah. Tutu Tango is asking us if there is a clear-cut meta this season. I feel the meta changes every season. I think it's we do need to still wait for that. We added more bans this season with 4 more picks for the players to take out from the roster. BBG changed, so again both are actually adding to a change of meta. We're going to need to wait a little bit. Probably we're gonna find out after the group stage, and I do think you have a lot more information versus the previous seasons, because we are now actually starting to gather the statistics of the games with the full reports, thanks to Mamaleto. By the way, again, big shout out to the man. He is helping us do that statistic folder over there on the Civ6 World Cup website. You can actually go into the tournament tab, and you're gonna find out the full statistics of each game, and also the statistics for the overall tournament, which Civ is most picked, less picked, or favored by players, and so on and so forth. purchase Moban. Yes, sorry.
I just want to quickly add that different maps obviously also have different metas. Like while there is definitely a community thing going on, like for example Frenchies do prioritize differently than CPL does, than Russia does, than Brazil does, etc., etc.
Yeah.
But there's still generally a core agreement on what is good on what map. And so if you just look at overall statistics, it can be very confusing.
It can be, yeah, I guess. We do have Defender of the Faith and Gurvaras, the extra beliefs coming up here for Rome. And Lege is calling out for a break for 5 minutes. And I guess we're gonna have a break for 5 minutes. Is it gonna be now? Oh, it is gonna be now in mid-time. Okay. So, guys, break for 5 minutes. You wanna keep on talking to the stream, Justice? No, I'm gonna go to the bathroom really quick.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Let's see if there are any questions, because right now I don't know what to talk about, to be honest. Other than, it's been very common to pause midstream. Warfare is mostly about first moves and last moves, so it's usually the most sensible thing to pause mid-turn. Why are all those impies? They have pretty poor intel down there, so I would assume Phyrsos just saw a lot of forces, so he just went for some impies. Now realizing that he actually has a couple of swordsmen, now switching, but obviously I don't know. Gaul has been pretty heavily nerfed, like actually multiple times. Like they took like the stone bias away from him, they took the culture bomb away from him. So Gaul is just over nerfed in my opinion. You're playing yourself. I sometimes. But honestly, if I do, I usually do on Civ5. But actually, I don't play that much anymore. Real life and stuff. I'm too old. It's stressful. The outcome pretty much determined by now. That's actually obviously for them up to decide. Favorite Civ right now is impossible to say, because obviously different Civs have very different playstyles. And I think a game of Civ is actually a lot more about what the map gives you and how you adapt to it, rather than just a Civ you pick. Do you agree with PvD changes? That's actually extremely hard to tell, because like I've been playing with PvD for like years at this point, so I don't even know what's vanilla anymore. I'm 39. And I think this covers the most. Yeah, also MP very cheap, that's true. So you may as well just build always a couple of them, just to throw them away. Culture bombs are actually an extremely important role. You can actually see this on Khmer, because like Khmer was completely dead when they removed his culture bomb. Now they gave it back to him and suddenly it's played again. People really tend to underestimate how much a culture bomb can give you. The free tiles to work, such a big role in the early game economy. Sejong. Probably among the top picks right now. Like, other than Pangea Classic, maybe? I do think it's kind of still a sleeping pick, because, like, it's not perma pick or ban. But I think it's definitely among the best civs, because there's a little window to punish it. Zulu Night Course. Yeah, well, this is obviously also a question of gold availability, strategics, etc., etc. Like, of course, given that you have infinite money and infinite strategics, you can just always pick the strongest unit. But it really comes down often enough to, like, what kind of pre-build do you have, what kind of strategics do you have, how much is the distance, how's the land in between you, can you need cursors, what are you actually attacking for? If you just want to go for pillages, you obviously want to go cursors and stuff. If you want to actually raise cities, you need knights and trebuchets, and probably also crossbow in the first place. Like a push is not necessarily always just like, oh, I go in and kill the guy. There are a lot of different ways to actually harm your opponent.
Yep. And Tiber's meta is gonna differ quite a bit from FFA meta, for example, when it comes to pushes.
Yeah, this is why I also talked about Genghis in the beginning, because I think it's incredible that Genghis died down because people finally figured out how to build pikemen. And these days, everyone just sees Genghis in the draft and preemptively builds pikemen. And the Genghis player now answers with just spamming crossbowmen instead to then kill the pikemen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is really hilarious and an excellent example of how the meta shapes itself without any actual balance changes.
Slightly stronger, yes, than many times, but at the moment France doesn't benefit from the extra bonus the spy would give. The spies are still moving towards one. I don't know exactly who. Is he going to Greece? Is he going to Zulu? I don't know exactly who he's gonna prioritize, and I don't think he got 2 spies. I think he only got 1 from from his Courses technology castles.
Yeah, he didn't build intelligence agency yet.
Yeah. Okay, they're almost there. Elaphantguy put the plus in. It looks like this is gonna go longer than we expected. Let's actually see DGS with a Hannibal coming up as the Seymours on one side. We do have Elaphantguy and Legenden kind of in low stats region. I do have to say also Phyrsos with Lege are on the other side in the low stats region. Phyrsos does definitely need a lot more science over here. He did put another city down. He lost Bulawayo. Unfortunately, he couldn't defend it. And now I do see Zulu did manage to get some Military cores as well. He would require crossbows here if he actually wants to push into his opponent. I don't think Impi cores are gonna do the job here. We do have intelligence agency coming out from Ulundi in 3 turns, and you do see battering rams are coming to help him do the damage against walls if they're gonna be built in amboise. I do have to mention the fact that Legendens is on 2 fronts. Is actually unfortunately gonna pay a price for this. We're gonna need to see how he's gonna manage both of the fronts and how much attention he's gonna get to spend on both of them so he can actually defend. We do see to the northeast also Astikos starting to get a few heavy chariots out. He did build his first industrial zone, and that's a +4 over here from Arpinum, getting Gorvaras from his other cities for the extra food. And I do see some universities also coming out. He did jump in culture considerably with 133 in that pen brush and voice, and 152 gold per turn. Okay. It doesn't look like Canada is doing that much over here. He just wants a little bit more territory and that's about it. As in, not doing that much to attack into Hungary. They're just playing around each other. We do have the first crossbows upgraded from Hungary. I'm pretty sure, like you said, Lege is gonna have that technology. He's getting divine right, and I think he did get the upgrade. But he did get mercenaries. Let's see, did he get mercenaries or not? Maritime industries. No, he still didn't get mercenaries. Okay, interesting. Still did not get mercenaries. He's getting boats out though. Or at least he did put maritime industries on.
Yeah, that's very understandable though. Like usually the priority in your role position is to get down to civil, to get the military, and this is obviously the opposite side of Mercs. So usually, I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't even have feudal.
Yeah, I don't know about feudal. Yes, he does. He does have four charge builders. That might be from Toronto, though. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when the next wave of builders comes out. Tango is also asking us about why isn't Sweden played more in teamers? If it's Auto Congress win, it's a meta in FFA right now, but don't know why it's teamers meta. One of the reasons with Sweden is, well, first of all, you actually need a few requirements to check those boxes on the great people to actually convert the bonuses you have into a Diplo favor. Not a lot of players do prefer that, and if your wonders are being taken away from you, well, it's a bit of average civilization, I would say, or a little bit above average. You do need to get to Carolians afterwards, and if you're getting pushed at the beginning, you're kind of in a weaker position. We do have Scythia also getting boats out. This was one of the reasons I want to see what's going on here. I do see Rome did put a spy in Gelonus, and he has the vision over what's going on there. He's getting his own galleys out, and he's gonna try to prepare for a possible quote-unquote careful attack. We do have Astikos on Butters 110, while Hannibal on the other side is getting his machinery done. Interesting. I think Astikos does benefit from a decent amount of production to get both on the same time, like when caravels and units out, especially since he can buy out the units with faith. I'm not that convinced he's gonna have the science for an upcoming attack on Khmer afterwards. Oh, look at Amboise. Amboise. I mean, these men-at-arms cannot successfully push back into the impies. And unfortunately, there just weren't enough units from Legenden to defend the city of Amboise all tiles. And now it looks like the impies are just gonna smash through it.
Yeah, also Black Queen just has one general station in Cardiff, so it's kind of understandable, like Legenden is effectively in a 1v2 here, right? So.
Yep. Also, a good point from Old Triangle. If you do get Statue of Zeus, you can make impies very quickly, leaving time for to make crossbow cores also. Yes, indeed. Under Legenden, I mean, impi core is slightly stronger. Yes, ++. Ave Machiavelli. It's amazing how easily Mongolia dies to pikemen, and to think that some years back anti-Cav class were completely despised by the top players. Yeah, I mean, a lot of things actually, a lot of strategies were have had their time to shine, and then got how to say their weakness was found, and the players did learn how to play against them. That's beautiful actually happening in the communities, and sometimes it's totally without any BBG change, like you said, Justice. It's just player base got to that point in which the majority of the players knows how to react to it.
Yeah, it's like this is how it pretty much always goes, and at some point it will go full circle, as we kind of see, like with like the planes recently, right? Because like people do certain things, and then people figure out how to counter strategy A, and then people try to figure out strategy C, and then people figure out strategy D. And then they realize, wait, actually the thing we've been doing like 2 years ago, strategy A, counter strategy D. So it goes full circle.
Oh, first city taken over. Impies did manage to push into Amboise. We got so many units coming around here, and it looks like those coursers are not gonna be as tough as they should be. 87 strength Impy against the coursers, 59. Now France does have a few remaining men at times over here to defend himself with. Looks like Hazaggi is also pushing towards Cardiff, and Phyrsos might actually get to keep Amboise, or maybe not. Oh no, yeah, there we go. He will get to keep Amboise. No way he's gonna get that city back. We do have also new catapults coming around here from Babanango and to the northwest of Amboise. It does look like Hazaggi is pushing through the defenses of France. France, I gotta say, only has 54 production, and he's fighting two nations at the same time. One benefiting from 113 production, the other from 164. This is quite a problem. Well, I guess at the same time Hazaggi is doing this two-prone attack. One side on Khmer is trying to delay as much as possible Khmer from getting his stats up. While he's had some success over here, DGS is still on 74 science with 175 culture. It's not enough for the late game. We're going to see if DGS is going to manage to get a unit to defend himself properly, or get enough units to defend himself properly. Only benefits from 147 faith at 10, and I think Astikos will probably need to get onto the scene if they want to actually have a success over there against DGS. And this is the question, right? Is Rome actually going? Oh my god, he actually just upgraded ships. KW. He actually got it faster than Scythia. He sees 2 cities, he's gonna take 2 cities. Okay, this is not going well for Gold by Library. I'm getting more and more worried. There was a moment they kind of stabilized, but it looks like the war is turning not in their favor. It's turning into Ulyss's favor. Also Thundorius, it looks like everybody underestimated the imps in this game. Yeah, can win against any unit if you don't have enough of your own units. Imps are bad. Yeah, I guess so. I think they call GG in less than 5 turns. We got 2 to Tango making a big prediction over here. Do you think that's true, Justice? Do you think they're actually gonna call GG in 5 turns?
Well, obviously you can never look in the minds of people, right? But it begins to look really dire for like GBL. Like once is losing cities, Scythia pretty much gets outscaled. Khmer is not ever really getting out of the ground. Yeah, I don't like, honestly, I don't see much going for them, but this doesn't necessarily mean that they CC. Maybe also. Obviously, within the game, people have different views. Like, as long as you have ideas how to win the game, even it may be unrealistic from like spectator point of view, as long as if they can win, they will play on, right?
Yeah, I agree. That's one of the things that I always stress. On the stream, we have the full vision of the game. We have a lot more information the players benefit from the inside information about the stats of the players, each city production, and so on and so forth, the wonders they've built during the game, what kind of bonuses they have, and etc, etc. When you're in the game, you don't have this full impact of all of the information. You might not have the vision over your cities, over your opponent's cities, all of your opponent's lands. You might not have the vision over his strength, his production numbers, and I'm pretty sure you don't have actually the production numbers, not even your own numbers. You can try to see how much, you can try to do the math, but it's not easy, and it takes away valuable time from doing everything else.
By the way, regarding this, I just want to throw in, because it randomly crosses my mind. There was a game in the German community like years ago, where like everyone was like, "Oh, this is an easy Diplo win, they should CC." And then Under the Gun pulled off like Under the Gun and wiped like the full map with like 20 turns, and he literally took the last capital on the last turn before the Congress, before Diplo win would have happened for sure. Like it was really seconds in between the other guys winning, and
yeah, true.
Like and to be fair, for this kind of experience, you play a game like this, right?
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
against all odds, if you can really sometimes pull out a win against the odds, again, pretty much in every game.
Yeah, I agree. I agree on that front, and it's usually quite sad to see the games being given up from an earlier stage when there was some chance. You know, I'm not saying it's 100% chance, but there is some chance you might get a victory. We do have actually trebuchets coming up from Athens to go and destroy the defenses of Cardiff. I did notice these units of Gorgo are just smashing through the defenses of France without any actually taking losses in return. We do have actually Zulu doing the same thing here, and he is marching all of those impies towards the cities of Paris. At the moment, he's still not benefiting from crossbows, but that's just a matter of time. We do have Phyrsos going for his military engineering here. He does have the upgrade button. He just didn't get the gold for this. On the seas, we do have Astikos pushing through the defenses of Scythia, and he's gonna take out his pre-builds before he's gonna get a chance to upgrade them. Well, maybe not. I do see Hannibal one turn away from cartography, and I gotta say it's dangerous actually to face a Scythian navy. And they do have an extra +5 against wounded units, and they also do get health back whenever they're gonna take out a unit. It's quite dangerous to actually see this. We do need to see if Astikos is gonna have enough production to get his units out, and I think so. 38 here. I'm pretty sure he did manage to get, or he will manage to get Prescan's card. I do see 27 here. Man, these cities are actually pretty good. 21 here. Ravenna is on, let's see, what is Ravenna? 27, okay. It's probably gonna get a few more caravels, and I don't think that's how to say, Hannibal is gonna have the same production numbers. Unfortunately, these cities are very weak. 7.6, and then Generals is 6.5. Yes, he does have some chops available for him to get those caravels faster, and we do need to see if he's actually going to manage to get to press gangs. At the moment, Hannibal is, let's see, no, he doesn't. He actually has maritime industries, mercantilism coming up in one turn from Hannibal.
Lot of printers on GBL.
Yeah, everybody's going printing. That extra diplo, man, extra diplo visibility.
It's kind of mean, but like one thing I imagine right now is like they all discover printing, and then like the newspaper comes out, and all the title is like Ulyss cities, Ulyss cities. Oh
Yeah.
no!
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, it's you know, this is conscription time. You gotta fight for your nation, fight for your cities. You know, I'm pretty sure. That's how they're gonna use it. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Okay, so...
Propaganda.
Wait, Hazaggi pressed the button? Oh, never mind. Oh, Scythia didn't get to upgrade his galleys. Only one single caravel got upgraded here. And yes, it will be a bit stronger, but does it matter? We do have Himerios, a great admiral, getting on the front line over here to the southeast. And wait a second, did he actually buy that with faith? Because I'm pretty sure he didn't get the admiral points. Kick W. I think so.
Why not? I mean, if you have the faith.
Great admirals, yeah. No points earned. Oh, okay. Maybe he didn't have some points banked up, so, you know, he did it with that.
You will also, to be fair, he still got like 200 plus faith in the Simp-Ambush, so why not?
He's on 337 paid a turn. I mean, to be honest, I was expecting these numbers from DGS, not from Astikos. Like from Khmer, not from...
Guess he can afford an admiral, huh?
Yeah. What happened here? Did he not place it? He did place all of his holy sites. Probably not working the double card. He doesn't have the extra adjacency. As in, he didn't use the river goddess and stuff like that. He doesn't have also... Earth Goddess, but Rome doesn't have Earth Goddess that much either. He has some faith being generated over here, but from very few tiles. You know, Velitre, for example, does have Delicate Arch.
This is kind of the fate of Earth Goddess, though. You really just pick it for the early game boost, then you chop everything and you have no appeal anymore.
Yeah. Also, a question over here: did Ulyss manage to turn the walls on Cardiff with one single trebuchet? It kind of looks like. I think he used the crossbow over there, but at the same time, Cardiff got taken over. It got liberated, so that's 100 Diplo favor on their side. It does look like they're gonna try to get all of the points on their side when it comes to the Diplo advantage. We do have Zulu pushing in through the forces of France. Now they're getting towards the city of Paris, but it does seem like without the crossbows he's not going to get to push that far. We're gonna need to see. These Maritimes did get to receive the extra intel. We do have a +6 now on France. Okay, wait, where is his spy? Yeah, there we go. The level 2 spy did get into Nodwengu, so it is against Zulu. That's probably the reason he actually died to Greece. He didn't have the extra damage there. Oh well. On the right side, we do have the caravels starting to attack each other here, and there we go. We did just see one pop off its heel after it took out the caravel of Rome. Pretty good bonus, I would say. We do need to see if he's gonna manage to take at least one ship with him. Maybe. It looks like he does have the emblem promotion on one of his caravels, so he's gonna get to attack that one. Now, while he only has 4 boats available, I'm pretty sure he's going to require, I should say, need to build a few more if he actually wants to be competitive and keep the coast. He does have also 186 points of science with 157 culture, and this is in Pen Bash and Voice Golden Age. He did, Scythia did manage to snatch Isaac Newton, which is going to give him a free library in a university in a district of his choosing if he doesn't have it there. And by the looks of it, he's getting his science numbers up. Has a pretty good, actually, how to say, happiness level here in his cities, especially with Colosseum. And looking at his stats, he's 148 and 109. Still not actually even close to Astikos' numbers. Kick. Okay. Man, oh man. Oh well. We do see a few boats coming up from Canada on the west side, getting his Diplo quarter down, getting some universities, and did jump up to 58 science. Elaphantguy next to him is getting a few more culture points over him, and I do see them not that far away in production anymore. Okay, I mean, I guess honestly it doesn't look like anybody's gonna win this war. Both have an insane amount of units. I do see Phyrsos is finally starting to get his crossbow on course. He's 2 turning crossbow course from his capital city, by the way. That is massive. Massive. These crossbow on course are gonna eat away at the maritime strength bit by bit. Rome is unstoppable. Ben is calling it out. Yeah. Also, good evening, sir. Del Piero, hello there, sir. Really bad play. Khmer is irrelevant. Nothing the whole game. I wouldn't really call him irrelevant because he did manage to get the stats up, but yeah, it's not. Unfortunately, he couldn't influence the game in a way that he wanted to. He did manage to get control on the writers, and I'm pretty sure he also has control on those artists, but that doesn't seem to matter at this point. I think he thought Hazaggi is gonna play that game, the culture game, and Hazaggi just went the other side. He didn't play the game.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, I do feel like DGS played a bit all over the place here. He commit to anything, and like he got he went Cowl, then went a bunch of theaters, then built a bunch of campuses. Never really went for industrial setups, never got encampments down, or like I feel like he never really had direction, and usually this is what kind of really breaks the neck in Civ. Like even if you have a bad plan, if you execute it properly, you usually will succeed. But just playing along.
I do have to point out there is one one single tourist on DGS right now. 1 out of 46. That's the notification we got. They're starting to get these tourists, but it's slow. It's very slow. I don't think actually DGS has that much tourism to work with. 63 at 1066. Yeah, not that much. And you can see Greece's army is getting deployed towards the cities of Khmer. Now he's gonna need to put more effort into defending himself. He shouldn't be that far away from getting his square rigging, but neither is Hazaggi, ballistics, neither is Hazaggi. We do have DGS military engineering in one turn, Hazaggi's metal casting in one turn, and I do see DGS is deploying a few units to the west side to defend the Hariharala and create a wall of defense there. We do have trebuchets getting onto the front line here, and at the moment Phyrsos is just starting to wrap around the units of France bit by bit, and the octopus is moving. And we do have the crossbow corps also coming up from Ulundi and Babanango. I do notice on the seas over here we do have Rome getting pushed back by Scythia. These just weren't enough units to defend himself against the Scythian caravels. Unfortunately for Rome, he's gonna need to get back and lick his wounds. We do need to see if he's gonna manage to get new boats out. He's getting new universities, getting a few quadrims also, and the Barusavet campus research grants. He might actually want to take away the Ibn Khaldun one. Oh, this one is gonna be picked up by Scythia also. Is Scythia a win condition? Do you think Scythia is a win condition? Late game Scythia over here. It's been so long since I've seen it. I mean, sure, it does have a lot of potential, but can he get it? Can he get there?
Honestly, I don't think so. Like, if we talk about fascism here, like, sure, Scythia still have, but I think he's just not up to the task here, because like, even if it comes to the point where he may get there, his team is dead by then. At least I feel like. So yeah, I don't think that they rely on Scythia carrying late game.
Well, Zerperlu is making a good point over here. His direct competition is Rome, and he's very close to Rome, so we do need to see how Astikos is gonna want to play this out against him. They started to get closer to each other when it comes to the science. Hannibal did have an edge when it comes to the science acquired during the game, and in the total tab, yes, Astikos has the more culture. We're gonna see if that's gonna be an advantage. The production is definitely on Astikos, like all around. The production versus Hannibal is definitely on Astikos. Is that gonna be enough though? On the west side, it looks like the war has stalled a little bit. The new units need to get onto the front line to help Zulu push over here into the defenses of France, while we do see the majority of the Greek units did get redeployed to the southeast. He's making a new wave of units to attack into the defenses of Khmer, with crossbows getting upgraded with the promotions that with the experience points that he got attacking Cardiff. He's gonna start doing the war maneuvers against the Khmerian army soon. We do have him also getting the stats up. I do see Hazaggi is following this up in his main cities with a wave of universities, using some of the cities to get some knights, and I do see he's actually getting some faith over here in Argos. He's getting his temples kick.
Who's holding Nalanda, by the way?
Nalanda. I think that's Scythia actually. That's none. Actually, wait. Oh, they're using it for a pocket CS.
For them,
yeah, pretty good. This is pretty good. Pocket CS over here. Yeah, that's big. That's big. Astikos never actually found Nalanda. Yeah, that is big. That is big. It's a lot of science that you can get. Yeah, we do have Greece with the ability to get the cores up. I don't see him actually using that ability yet, and we do see him starting to push through the defenses of Khmer, getting very close up to Yasodharapura. We did see also Astikos starting to get a few encampments down, and he's following this up with a lot of campus research projects here. Yeah, we do need to see what he's up to in the next few turns. While he's getting new campuses down, I do see the Diplo Quarter, I do see universities, and Kilva Kizivani coming out from Aretium. He did manage to get 2 frigates out, and he did fleet up his 1 frigate over here, or I should say, oh sorry, not frigate, caravel fleet. These Scythian units do have a big problem pushing into that one. Gorgo, what is Khmer doing? Not building units. I think he's, well, first of all, he's thinking he's gonna buy them with faith. And second of all, he doesn't know all of the, well, I guess he does know now. All of the armies did get deployed now towards Yasodharapura. Maybe he thinks this is enough. Is he gonna get something stronger? Gunpowder? Oh my god, no, he's so far away. Gunpowder coming up in 3 turns from DGS, while Hazaggi's ballistics in 4. He's gonna get field cannons way faster than DGS. Oh, this is gonna be a problem.
There was a single Night Corps. Was this by General or is Hazaggi actually at nationalism?
He has nationalism, yes.
Yes, okay.
Yeah. I don't think he has the unit count to fully upgrade. And I gotta say, Khmer did deploy quite a few units to the southwest in Hariharalaya to defend against possible attack from Hazaggi there. We do see Phyrsos actually managing to breach through the defenses deployed in Bulawayo by France. And slowly those men at arms are going down. Bulawayo's defenses are going to be taken down by the Trebuchet horse, and we do have these crossbows starting to get into the firing line. Why is France so weak here? That's a big question, sir. Big question. He kind of yelled with Zulu from the beginning, I would say. He has strong units, but it's hard to keep his borders. We'll see. Yield Stab, we do have about the same goal generation between the 2 players. I do see Astikos. I think actually he's gonna need to get his I would say did he go in oligarchy? Oh yeah, I think he's gonna need to change a government here. Oh, I see. He went into oligarchy to get an extra +4 on his units to help him fight Scythia. Whoa, did he just give up on monarchy to go back in oligarchy? That's a big sacrifice, I gotta say. He was on par with France until Impis, then spread his forces thin with the Kharkiv takeover when Hazaggi came. Tutu Tanko is telling us, yeah, the 2 front that he has been fighting on definitely split his forces a bit too thin. Now, I don't know if that was the whole point over here, and and my thoughts were on how his choices of settling cities and stuff like that. I would have preferred to see a city over here to the east rather than west on the coast.
Actually, look at the Hazaggi Knight. You're gonna live over.
Hazaggi Knight. Oh, this one.
Yeah, he will probably liberate Bulawayo.
Another Diplo favor. Another 100 Diplo favor. Well, that will basically guarantee the win in the Diplo Congress. Yes, it was the critical mistake. If he had all hands on deck against Zulu, he'd have lived easily. Yeah, it would have been totally different. But that would also mean all of the strength of Greece would have gone into Khmer. So, I don't know. Khmer survived till now because Greece didn't attack into him properly with all of his might.
Yeah, but also to be fair, Amboise was his first expand and by far his best city. I do understand.
The second one in the north, yeah.
Yeah, it was really the only city who had more than like 2 workable tiles. So
yeah.
It's always easy to look at it in hindsight, but you have to work with what you dealt, right?
Oh, if you're talking about what my comment earlier, Amboise I agree with. I don't agree with Lyon on the west and the government plaza placement. I would have seen it being played on the east another city over here and using the government plaza in between to try to max out the adjacency of your districts rather than this. And yes, the knight will...
this was more directed at chat because there's talk going on that this is actually a horrible city or like it's very hard to defend. And I agree with the defending part, but you have to settle somewhere.
Yeah, yes. Okay, so Greek units are starting to punch through the Khmerian defenses. Khmer is getting a wave of crossbows in the tech side. He just finished gunpowder, and it doesn't seem like he has actually muskets to play with. He just poured one with faith, and by looks of it, he buy out the walls. Oh, never mind. That's James of St. George. This city is gonna survive a little while longer. And that's well, exactly the time that Greece needs probably to take out all of the Khmerian units around these cities. We still don't have Greece actually using his gold to upgrade into field cannons. The ballistics technology is gonna be developed in 2 turns, while Lege is also going on military engineering. Now we do need to see if the boats of Rome are gonna be enough. Looks like he's getting caravels out, and yes, he probably did get the press cans card going. Astikos is still in oligarchy to have the maximum strength against his opponent, and he does have, oh my god, look at this, 79 strength boats against his opponent. 72, 79, what's the Korat? 87 strength. He's gonna totally overwhelm. This is not even a fair fight. Hannibal is not gonna know what hit him. And on return, these boats cannot attack at all against the Roman navy. Not even against the frigates. Look at the caravels dying against the frigates of Rome. My god, man. Did anyone get Racendra? Racendra in the game doesn't actually have +3. It does give you the privateer. It got changed with somebody that I totally forgot how it's called. Do you know the name of the admiral that got the +3 in this game?
Yeah, it's the +3 guy.
It's the +3 guy, okay. Yeah, it's the +3 guy, guys. You heard it here first. Do you think Civ strategy for war can apply to real life war? So get a high ground, a fortified settle across a river for this defense? Yes. Even guerrilla tactics, for example, what scouts are doing, and how to say, pillage economy and so on and so forth. You can actually have how to say, a comparison with guerrilla tactics in real life.
It's actually very funny that someone asks applying Civ strategy in real life, because obviously it's been the other way around, right? Like traditionally Civ trying to reiterate like human history, so they look at what happened in real life and trying to put this in the game, right? Not necessarily around.
Drake, Linda is saying Drake. Okay, thank you, Linda.
Oh yeah, Francis Drake was the original guy who gave the privateer.
Yeah. I do have to point out a lot of the diplomacy actually can be diplomatic tactics that the players are using in FFAs and so on. Do have quite a bit of a comparison in real life. If you take a look how the players are reacting. Okay, looks like Rome is getting a few horses as well with its fleet, and he's starting to take down all of the boats of Scythia in a quick swoop. Man, this Astikos is not giving any kind of chance to Scythia to counterattack into this. Khmer is well defended. Does look like without field cannons, without bombards, it's not gonna happen. We got the bombards coming in here, and there's
ballistics next turn.
Yeah, ballistics next turn. The biggest issue would be the positioning of these crossbows. They already got deployed, so they're not gonna be in the borders to upgrade. Yeah, we do see Bulayo got liberated here. Hazaggi did manage to get 100 Diplo favor on his team. 2 series remaining for Legenden. While I did notice he was moving out with a settler, this is not gonna how to say, it's not gonna survive for the remainder of the game, but at least it's gonna survive until the next World Congress, which I think actually his 2 series will survive anyway. We do have EP corps moving towards the capital city of France. Now, by the looks of it, slowly these crossbow corps are starting to take down the French men-at-arms, and it doesn't look like Legenden has enough production to output these and replace the ones he's losing. That's why they could compete with exactly using Dark Age civic cards is how the became this kick. Yeah, communism, Dark Age. You know,
Yeah, that's the
isolationism.
problem of online speed though. Like if you look at real life speed, the thing is like, look, Noob ES only spawned in like 1700, but but he played on deity and spawned with 13 settlers, so that's the difference.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, to be honest, the game is to a bigger extent very simplified, so you can actually play and so on. But at the same time, there are so many more details in the real life that can be taken account. A lot of the times, though, if you look at all of those details, you might be overwhelmed by the extent of them and not really draw the good conclusion out of them. Versus you looking at the big picture and making decision only at the big picture. It's basically macro versus micro.
Yeah, of course, you cannot take it too seriously, else you would think that fascism is a cool thing, right?
Yeah, that also. Okay. These are imaginary units in a game, guys. Imaginary units in a game. Also, the most exciting war is on the seas. Wait, I mean, is it so exciting? It is just like boats of Hannibal dying. Dying, man. Yeah, no one sim far from others. Yeah, I guess Scythia did try to sim. We did see Astikos at the beginning sim. Gorgo is just, man, he caught a bone over here from DGS. He's not gonna let it go. We do have those units upgraded into cuirassiers. His knights are getting upgraded into cuirassiers. His opponent is also on ballistics, but 6 turns away. I don't see the upgrade button, but I do want to double check if he does have them. No, he doesn't. So 6 turns away. That's the window of opportunity that Hazaggi has to take out some of the Khmerian defenses, so he can guarantee the success of this war. Who is the most modern leader? Actually, that's a very good question. Who is the most modern leader? Is it from America? Is it one of the Teddys?
Well, Teddy's would be like in the 50s, right? No, it was earlier.
No,
when
earlier,
the Teddy Roosevelt was like in the 40s.
What? John Curtin. Oh, there we go. It's John Curtin. Kaka is calling out Australia. I guess. So.
I actually have no clue who John Curtin was. When did this guy live? Was Prime Minister during World War II? Yeah.
Yeah, 1945. Yeah. Between 1885 to 1945. And
Teddy was First World War?
No. Let me see.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's even earlier,
yeah.
Let's see who else is there.
His date of death 1919. From 1858 to 1919. Theodore Roosevelt. From quick googling, Gandhi died in 1948. Oh, look at that! Gandhi is ahead with 3 years. Kick double. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess Gandhi is the winner, or is there anyone else?
Well, I guess if you count, yeah, I guess that's
imagine,
the last one.
Imagine counting Gandhi as modern.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. He's the Justice is thinking of FDR, Teddy's cousin. Oh, I see. Oh, one city got taken away, by the way. Rome did manage to take away a city from Scythia. He's not going to allow him to get the coast defended over here anymore. And that's actually going to be a problem for Hungary later on in the game when those nukes will start flying from Rome. And we do need to see if Scythia is going to manage to push into Astikos here with land warfare. Hannibal still in a pen-passion voice with significant science difference here versus Astikos. And while Astikos has started building up most of his campuses, He still needs to get some universities in some of them. I do see Kilva coming up in 3 turns. He's getting the difference, I think, is the production though. Astikos did focus down the production more than we've seen Scythia do it, but now I do see coal power plants are getting built here. So we will see industrialization on Scythia, or I should say we do see industrialization on Scythia. It's getting those production numbers up. We don't have, oh we do have, there we go, industrialization on Rome as well. And there was Astikos, finally he got back into a better government. He went into Merchant Republic with 213 science, 179 culture. He's not letting this go. He's not giving up on it. Okay, he's very close to Scythia's points. Hazaggi did manage to keep his advantage in the science against DGS, doesn't actually have it when it comes to the culture, but now his army count is overwhelming Khmer by a long margin over here, and he's starting to take down Yasudarapura's defenses. Those bombards do manage to punch through the medieval walls, and as you can see, Yasudarapura, sorry, it's like 2 or 3 turns away from being taken over, or 2 or 3 hits to be taken over actually. More strength, more attacks. Okay, another unit died from France. We do have MP cores needing to be replaced by some new ones. It looks like at the moment Phyrsos did stop his war effort, which might actually hurt him. He's going to need to get a few more units over here to replace the ones that he's losing. He doesn't have promotions on them. Bex is calling out GG soon, and I gotta say somebody called out GG like what was it, 15 turns ago? They said it's gonna be GG in 5 turns. It wasn't. Just
yeah, it was 59 or 60.
Yeah. Oh, I do see Hungary is pushing with the black armies against Canadian defenses, and at the moment Lege is getting some more units out. He does have pikemen to fight with, and quite a few crossbows to attack back into these units. It does look like this is a desperate attempt from Elaphantguy to punch through Canada's defenses and try to get back into the game here. She ruled until 1948. Wait, who ruled?
Wilhelmina. They are still on the case who is the most modern leader.
oh, I see.
Twitch chat on the case.
Well, I don't underestimate, I never underestimate Twitch chat. They have the power.
Oh yeah, sure. I'm just think it's amusing that such a random topic suddenly
got so
spawns all the detectors.
yeah. What was it? Queen Wilhelmina? Wilhelmina of Netherlands. Wait, she died actually in 1962. So she's the most recent one.
Yeah, more modern than Gandhi.
Yeah.
Wilhelmina.
Wilhelmina. Okay. And this is the pronunciation on Wikipedia. Okay. I gotta say so much echo over there. Echo. Okay, new campuses coming up from Aretium. I'm actually quite curious if Hazaggi... Oh, there we go. He just took down Yasudarapura. And we do see Khmer just being overwhelmed over here slowly but surely. And so the same thing happening on France. There still is some life over here for DGS. He has a lot of cities to defend with. And we do need to see if his crossbows are going to get to do some counter attacks. It does look like it's, especially with the field cannons now on the battlefield, and the fact that DGS didn't get his, it's a problem. What's happening in the gold per turn? They do have Hannibal with 263 gold. Elaphantguy is on 121, so there's enough gold per turn from their side to actually upgrade these units. It's just a matter of time of giving the points of gold to DGS. Now I do see one more turn until the next era, and we do have Lege going for heroic. We do have Hazaggi going dark, Astikos going golden. We do have Phyrsos going dark, Legenden not getting a golden, he's actually gonna stay in a normal age. Hannibal going dark, DGS going golden, and Elaphantguy finally going golden. Okay. What is Astikos want to do with his fleet now? That's a lot of investment, by the way. He managed to win that front, but that was a lot of investment from him. Now he's gonna need to get back somehow in. Lege did an excellent job of tying up Hungary. Yes. Even with him tying up Hungary, I gotta say there were quite a few levies around the map. Elaphantguy, for example, did get levied and pushed a little bit against Rome. Couldn't take cities, but he was still annoying over here a little bit. From the east side, we did see Mexico City getting levied up to help out the armies of Hungary, which at some point it was a bit annoying for Canada. And even with this weak spawn, Lege still managed to make it work.
Well, yeah, it's up, like, obviously Lege did well, and yes, his spawn was very awkward. But yeah, okay, it doesn't matter anymore.
GG, it got called out. We got Ulyss managing to get their second win on the board over here in the third week of the CWC Season 8 against Gold by Library. They are actually tied right now for the first place. Gold by Library 2-1, 2 wins, 1 loss. Ulyss 2 wins, 1 loss. We're gonna need to see what they're gonna have to say in the post-game chat, and we're probably gonna get quite a few opinions from both teams about what happened over here in the game. GG indeed. You wanna move over there on the other side? Let's go.
Yeah, it's on CWC debriefing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Debrief. Oh, bonsoir.
Hello.
How is everybody doing tonight?
Good, and you?
I'm very good. I'm very well. I was watching this, how to say, a warmonger game. Warmongers everywhere, man.
Yes.
But what about the simming game?
Man, Astikos pulled it off, man. No,
I-
Astikos pulled it off. What can I say?
I really
Have
want
you
to know
checked
why
this
Khmer
build order? Victor first into Ancestral Hall?
Yeah.
Do
Yeah?
you have any idea why Khmer picked Ulyss settlement?
As said,
No.
Okay.
I see his Pantheon, I said, and I go on the next one because I had no explication.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really want to ask him about it because it makes absolutely no sense in my mind.
Yeah. Same than going Ancestral and Victor first for Rome.
Oh yeah, that also the even the settlement of the B2 was really weird. Like I
Yeah.
think he had a good position with the 2-3 fur on the coast. He had the freshwater
But
settle with the citrus on the
didn't-
lake. But
He didn't scout the settle there. His warrior did go like on the campus next to Puteoli, and then did go back by Antium and go on the right. And he had a late scout, so he didn't see the wonder when his second city get out. And he saw a play where he got 2 phase city states, and so he go Holy Side feed the world. I think that's how it happened, but I'm not in his head, you know.
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, let's
oh
ask
yeah, we
them.
can. Oh yeah, they are.
GG, well played.
Nice showing up. GG.
GG.
Hard
I was
position,
on
Leech.
favor.
Hard position, man.
Yeah, I am so tired to do that. Every game. Every game.
I mean,
You
you
had
remapped the
two
biggest
spot
spawn,
risking.
man.
Yeah.
The second map?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would have
yeah.
not
They want.
remap.
Yeah, they wanted to remap. I was like, okay.
Yeah, but honestly, Astikos couldn't. No, not Astikos. Phyrsos was in Zulu, right? Like Phyrsos
Yeah.
was not allowed to play the game on second map.
Yeah, I didn't feel like I could play this game either, but
It was
How
much
is
better
going
than
the settler staying
Oh,
on the same
the-
tile
the-
for 20
I was so tilted. We had 0 horse. I mean, we had horses, but we needed everywhere.
And Astikos,
Mm-hmm.
Victor Ancestral.
Yeah.
Quoi, Victor Ancestral?
And I was like, oh, I'm gonna settle my Gobuston in Grey, put Victor quick, and get audience like turn 27, I think. And then when I can start producing the audience chamber, I'm like, wait, everybody is always telling me Ancestral is so good, I should do Ancestral. So then I do Ancestral and I'm like 2 turns in. And I look at my Victor and I'm like, fuck.
But,
But even why
yeah.
Victor and not Moksha, for example? Because 3 turn or 5 turn is the same, and you have
You
creature
wouldn't
from
Because
have
I
get
wanted
audience
Moksha in my
before.
capital.
But
I wanted to open Victor, Moksha 2, and Magnus somewhere with
Wait,
chops.
yeah,
You-
but
you did
Moksha is
Victor
better
first?
on Gobustan.
No, I didn't do Victor first. Or I
Okay.
don't know.
Yes, you did Amani into Victor.
Ah, yes, Amani too, but I never tried with the city-state. Because I tried to make like some, different things than usual, and everything I make different, it is wrong.
And also, your scouting was really sus with the
Why?
warrior. Because of that, you have to settle Antium in second city. When you had other settles that was, I think...
I wanted to
better.
settle Antium second city.
Really?
Yes, because I have a good holy side sim and I have 1-4 tile, and I'm
What-
gonna go feed the world.
Why not settle Arretium before? You have 2 free and Gobustan and a good holy side tile too.
But I didn't. Did I see Gobustan already at this time?
Yeah, that's what I said. It's
Yeah,
because
yeah,
of
yeah,
your
yeah.
warrior scouting move. That was my point.
Mm.
We
But
lost
because
that.
then I got the trader and I did the quest in the city-state. It's a lot of faith early with this, but I know that a lot of things I did were wrong.
Oh yeah, the face was really big.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
was-
we knew that it's still gonna pop off and you still gonna be able to be good in the game, but the micro gesture of the build order was a bit sus.
Yeah, that's the problem when you don't play a lot.
And also there was a blue city state like 5 tile away from your units.
Oh yeah, you never found it, right? Nalanda, you never found it? They kept a pocket from you?
Yep.
Ah, yeah, I see now.
Yeah.
Just right of Scythia. Like at a point you had your warrior that was 1 tile off to see the archer of Nalanda.
Yeah, but to be honest, the game over here, Astikos did make an insane amount of production and faith so early.
Yeah.
It worked out.
That's,
Even with
that's what
all of the
we-
little mistakes, like he still did all of
Yeah,
that.
it's still pop off.
Yeah.
But I think the holy site was a good call because when I decided to go this site, I think we see 2 white city state, and then we saw a third. And
Yeah,
I was
but
pretty
there is-
sure I was gonna be safe and get that Pantheon, so that was all great. But
I
then
think-
I wanted to trade with the city state, but then I didn't have the trader, so I couldn't. So I should have traded with my ally directly, and I wanted to go audience, and I changed my mind at the last minute, and I should have.
As we discussed with Chuck, like this holy side build order is quite really strong to be in the carry position, But here you had a 3 guy with you that was going like heavy military, like even Hazaggi that made a bit of gold after, but before it was campus and theater square, so no gold at all.
Yeah, but I
And
told them I would go holy site into traders, which is
Yeah,
what I
but
did exactly.
for 50, like almost 45 turn, your team had less than 30 GPT.
Yeah, I couldn't up. I wanted to up to crossbow and try to kill Hungary, but I couldn't. So
Well, I think if I did audience instead of ancestral, my sim would have gone a little bit faster. Because like my B3 needed audience, and even my other city, I had a hard time growing without it.
On my position, what I would have done after discussing with Chuck a bit is just going for Arbor, internal trader, with Artemis on second city on the Gobustan with the Fourrure, the Phyrsos, and then just go external later with.
I don't know. I don't see why internal would be better. I see 3 city state. I have a good faith pantheon. I have good city, like good holy site.
For food,
I
because
think it's and I know Khmer will not play Feed the World, so it's not contested.
yeah, but the problem is you can't give face to your ally.
I agree. Trade with city state was better in his position.
Like I agree. The BO is good and make you win the game here, but he could have also make you lose the game because of not enough gold early game.
I mean, we got enough gold on mercenary timing, I think. That's reasonable. Like, we should not expect to get thousands of gold earlier than that.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Holy Site is a much better opening than internal tier, but just I didn't do it properly for it to shine.
Okay.
And preserve on Go Boostan.
Preserve on Go Boostan, very good.
Yeah,
Yeah. But also you took pilgrimage, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you like Dim to have a bit of gold? I know that Dim isn't really worth it in terms of mathematics, but still like.
Well,
20
I
gold
didn't
in
realize the
early-
gold would be so tight. You know,
No,
we
it
have
was
like
okay actually.
I mean, gold was fine. Like,
we
we
have
really did not
Canada
struggle, I
with
think.
with some money. We have people next to each other. You know, I didn't realize it would be so tight.
Because I think you was just not needed gold early, because if you guys had to buy tile, it would have been like issue, I think.
I
I
mean,
mean, we did buy
even
some tiles, that's it.
even in my shitty position, I prefer him to have a belief that has twice the value,
Yeah.
rather than him taking tithe and
Okay.
just giving like 10 golds.
Hmm.
Like, we had 3 warlords, so we don't really need that much gold.
GG, guys.
GG.
GG guys, well played.
GG, well
Can
played.
Do you have
ask,
do you have
Gorgo
any
Library?
anything to say about the game, Legenden?
I don't know. If Gorgo doesn't have the volcano child, he dies. All I can say.
Oh yes, that's true.
All I
Yeah.
can say, sir.
Yeah, I actually wanted to ask about this. Like, you had horse up there 2 turns waiting. Like, obviously it was a bit awkward because you had to move in and then slam, but the first horse waited for 2 turns.
Yeah, but the thing is, if I show it early, he can make unit.
No, I
I
can't.
mean,
'Cause
how do I
don't
say?
know-
I
don't have
don't
a text.
think I don't think I win.
We were expecting your play, but we didn't
I-
have horses, so it was.
I
Maybe
don't win
late.
because I think I have like better unit. I win by element of surprise.
Well, yeah, that's what we're saying. You could have gone there with just one horse and took a 12-string city. That's it.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think
But he-
necessarily that
I
you
don't
wait
think so because
Yeah,
they
I
can like
was,
buy unit or you can maybe chop,
Yeah,
right?
we-
But if
no
I come
gold.
in with
Wouldn't
3
buy, but
horses at the
we
same
don't have
time,
gold.
it's 100% dead.
You would
think
have
you
forced me to
can-
make hoplite before horse.
You can
And
go
do you
earlier
Do you see
and
the,
like.
do you see the one volcano tile south of the city on like Gorgos? Like we didn't know that there was like that tight of a choke there.
No.
Oh, you didn't know about the one tile, so you figured you would have another.
We figured we'd have
yeah.
another angle of attack, yeah.
Ah, okay.
We
That's...
didn't think that the mountains were that like thick.
Yeah.
So you only
I
saw the
didn't know
one
it
tile.
was standard
you wait.
vision, so. But no, I don't know. Like I didn't want to go to Zulu because you can just hold with Spearman and he has good
Well,
choke.
Zulu's position's super good. That lake's unpushable, right? Like with
Yeah, it was,
Spearman, like you can't siege the city down. You're going horses, Spearman. Like you can't. There's no play on Zulu, right?
But I
Yeah,
don't know. I mean, fun game, but in the end, I couldn't hold like both people. No.
Why did Khmer have like 4 scouts early on? What the fuck is that? Like, I see 2 scouts in his land, he buys 1 to defend Holy Site, he produces Slinger, and then I see a scout in my back. Like, what is this? Why you make so many scouts?
I
He
mean,
made 2 scouts, no?
Phyrsos has
And we
3
maybe
scouts.
bought him 1.
Oh no, Lege has already left. I really wanted to ask him what was the thought about religious settlements on Khmer. Do you know by any chance?
He must have thought it was good. He knows how to play Khmer. I'm sure he saw some merit in the Pantheon.
I mean, it's less goal expense for the team, and it's a lot of tile. You need when you are monumentality to get a lot of tile to chop to snowball. So it's more or less the same than Pagodas, I think. I think it's a very good tempo Pantheon.
Yeah, I think it's decent. I don't think it was like significantly
think
a
very
problem that good or bad. I think it was neutral Pantheon choice.
But it
You,
worked
like you can't
in
make the
his,
Civ pop off that much harder with anything. So
He procced on his third settler, right? Because his third city was delayed so much.
yeah, it might have been so they could quickly catch up to 4 or 5 cities. I'm not sure.
Phyrsos?
Yeah.
Why did you send 2 scouts on the north? We was
I
asking.
didn't see. I didn't send 2 north. I
Yeah.
sent 1 and then another one. I was like looking for tiles for expands, and I didn't know there was so many mountains. I wanted to make 1 north and 1 like northeast.
North. Oh yeah, I see.
But he went in the wall, and I had to go back after.
Yeah, there was already a scout from Hazaggi, and you was missing 1 scout for the south.
Yeah, but I mean, I sent 1 on the. I didn't think France would be there with 1, so we missed each other.
If you don't first move your settler, it could have. If you don't first move his scout, it could have been a huge delay for you.
Yeah, we were talking with Hazaggi that there could be a scout somewhere, but it would be really unlucky if that happened and he showed up right at this moment.
Yeah, he first moves the scout.
Yeah, if it doesn't, I think I send the settler and I'll go back after.
Yeah. Are you there, Legenden?
Yeah, hello, what up?
Yeah.
Yeah, you was playing France, right?
What?
You was
back
playing
then, yes,
France.
You were
yes.
playing France, and we
Yeah.
missed each other with your scout and my warrior, the first one. And then you showed up at my borders, and I set my settler north, but if you don't show up in first move, I probably sent it south, and then I have to go back.
Yeah, you should try to move your scout later in the turn.
Yeah, no, I forget to do that, but I know it's best, yeah.
Because either maybe you can steal a settler if your opponent doesn't have a shift enter ready and you have first move, or you just make him lose a lot of time.
Wait, you're talking about the one that was south of his capital, right?
Yeah, the scout that you did first move, like on the ring 3 of the capital with the settler, he saw your scout and just go on the north. But if you like wait the end of the turn to move, either you both move on the same moment at the end of the turn, and you see him at the same time he saw you. So, time, you know.
I'm trying to think because I mean, yeah, I should move end of turn because I didn't, but I'm pretty sure I fortified the scout there for some few turns.
Like you was on the silk where
Yeah,
Babanengo is settled, and you did like almost, I don't know if it was maybe a shift enter because you was shift entering somewhere else, but we was checking and your moves and your scout moves like directly at the start of the turn.
Yeah. But yeah, that's true, yeah. I mean, I kept the scout there if I could take settle, right? But I should have definitely thought about that.
Anyway, GG to boss team. It was
Thank
a cool
you.
game.
GG.
GG.
GG to
Have a
you.
good
Thank
evening.
you for
Don't
the
forget
game.
to don't forget to report the game, please.
Yes, and don't forget to watch the Civ World Cup website to check the result of the week. Thank you, everybody, and have a good night. Bye bye.
Bonsoir. Bye bye.
GG.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Oh, there we have it. We heard from both teams. We heard the story also give us their side over there from the French stream. Let's actually see what's gonna happen tomorrow. We do have another game on tomorrow. Let me actually take a quick peek over here on the schedules. Give me a second. It was over here somewhere. There we go. Upcoming games. It's gonna be CPS versus Narhaina. Chacun Poursoir versus Narhaina 1300 on Saturday. For a second over there I thought I'm still connected to a channel and I was like, oh no, I've been talking all over somebody. It's gonna be a much earlier stream than usual, but I do hope we're gonna see each other tomorrow, and also I do hope we're gonna have a pretty good game between these two teams. One of them is coming up from the CWC community, the other one is coming up from the Civ6 community, the Russian community over there, and we're gonna need to see them tomorrow. In the meantime, I do hope if you saw this game from YouTube, so this thumbs up, and we're gonna see each other in the And I hope we're gonna see each other on the live stream on twitch.tv/OnSpotTV. I do also hope if you want to take a look at my schedule, I do want to invite you on my Discord, on use exclamation mark Discord on Twitch chat, or check out the description of the video down below. You also have on my Discord the schedules in upcoming games, on OnSpotTV streams. Both of these are handling different parts, one with weekly based and the one with the next game. Thank you so much for everything, much appreciated. I did finish up the presentation. Let's see each other tomorrow, and in the meantime, have some fun with some Civilization 6 gaming. Also, thank you so much, Justice, for being here on the stream. Bye bye bye.